don't worry. The announcement is coming. Still, I think I make it worse when I do a little mention on the show about just calm down. The big, huge announcement. The early reveal is coming. Not yet. People are, did I miss it? Did I miss it? Did I miss it? I think I'm making it worse when I make a mention like this.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah. Maybe I should just clam up, shut up, and it's sort of like the pre-tease tease, on the big announcement. And there is something very, very big coming to the MJ Morning Show.
Can you give us a time frame?
I'm trying
2
to work.
2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months?
Massive.
When?
Big. Huge.
I love exciting announcements.
Yeah, some of the people are guessing, oh, you're not going to play any music on the show. Well, listen, we only...
Is it that big of a... Drop 2 songs? That's that big of an announcement?
I mean, we don't play that much anyway.
You don't hear Red Wine at 6:10? Come on.
No, we essentially play a song out of every commercial break. That's what we do, and we don't have that many commercial breaks, especially from 7:23-ish every morning to about 8:45-ish every morning. We go nonstop. It's nonstop content. It's just us. There are no commercials. There's no music. That's an hour and 20 minutes. Actually, it ends up being like an hour 22, hour 23, somewhere in that vicinity. So I'm even over-delivering on that. So everyone calm down. When I find the time is right, I will make the announcement. I'll let you know what is going on. Because what I did was, a couple of weeks ago, I shot a video, and I had just sealed the deal. And I was working on this thing for a while. I was working on this for over a month. And it all came together, signed, sealed, delivered, and the deal was consummated. So I was thrilled. I shot a video. It was the weekend that we took the long weekend a couple of weeks back to go to Vail for some late season snow. And I was actually working. I'm on like the ski lift. I'm on chair 10 at Vail going up to do another Blue Ox run.
I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable with you using the word consummate and consummated. I always refer that to
doing it.
Consummating the marriage.
Like Amish people getting married. Well, we consummated the marriage.
Hey, I just ordered some Amish hard pretzels yesterday.
Oh, I
Sweet.
hope nobody consummated.
Seriously. I just ordered some, I ordered another 5-pound box of hard pretzels. Amish country. We're talking Pennsylvania Dutch hard pretzels, the big fat ones.
Yes, I know which ones you're talking about.
Yep, and I ordered the 5-pound bag, the broken pieces. Some pieces are whole, but a lot of them are broken. And, you want to, I like them, bro. You take the pieces. But, man, there's nothing like a good, hard Amish, Pennsylvania Dutch pretzel, that flavor, and I looked up the bakery.
Right.
I have the address of because there are a number of Pennsylvania Dutch hard pretzel bakers.
It's a big competition up there. It's almost like a gang war.
Oh yeah, they're
pretzel wars.
Yeah, they get shivved every once in a while, right? Shivved, shanked, or whatever. And I actually looked up the place where I order from. I looked them up on Google Maps, and it's like this old, like little brick building in the middle of a neighborhood.
Pretty authentic.
I mean, it's very, very authentic. Now, there were a couple of cars in the parking lot instead of like a horse and buggy, so I was just a little curious about that. But just so everyone knows that my snack of choice, I do like a good hard pretzel. Oh, I also order mine no salt added.
Oh, God, so you're just eating like cardboard?
No. There's great flavor to the pretzel.
I'll take your word for it.
I don't like the pretzels that have all of the salt on the outside. Like a super pretzel?
Yeah.
The soft pretzel?
Yeah.
You can buy the big giant box at like Sam's Club or Costco or BJ's or whatever. And they give you like the salt packets in those. I haven't purchased one of those in a while, but I do like it. You grab it out of the freezer, you put it in the microwave for 39 seconds or whatever. And then a lot of times, not a lot of times, they do include like little salt packets in there. I don't like that.
After you bake them, you rub a little water on it
and then you
sprinkle the
sprinkle
salt on it.
I'm not into that. So I don't like the added salt on the outside. So if I'm ever like at an event and I get a soft pretzel and it's loaded with salt, I'll rub all the salt off.
Oh, you're that guy.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll rub the salt. Absolutely.
Still, nonetheless, I
Hands
don't
down.
want you using the word consummate anymore when you talk about business dealings because it just.
You don't like me consummating with the Amish,
I mean,
with the hairnet and everything, and the whole little whatever, the bonnet.
so you consummated the deal while you were skiing.
Nice.
I'm just thinking of some hot Amish babes right now. What do you think?
They're out there, man.
Yeah, I do business with a lot of those Amish. They all own hardware stores. That's all they do.
Do you deal with Jebediah?
Oh, yeah. Can't email them. Can't call them.
Tell you what, I love. Do they have like electricity in the hardware store, or is it all candle lit?
No, they have electricity, but those guys don't have phones. They don't have nothing.
Well, do they have a cash register to
They're
ring
like,
up?
I'll get in touch with you, Mike. I'm like, how? Smoke signal? What are you going to do?
Wait a minute, no email.
No email.
Wait a minute. So when you go to an Amish hardware store, do they have a deep, 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 deep? Do they have a cash register, or they have an old like NCR where you got to go ka-ching?
I'd imagine they have a cash register, but I don't know if they're allowed to touch it or not. I don't know.
What about swiping your Visa, MasterCard, or American Express?
A lot of these guys are all cash.
Cash only.
Dude, I worked at an RV store in Western Michigan and I had an Amish customer.
Yeah.
And he came in with like $200,000 in cash.
Well, hold on a
Yeah,
second.
those guys have money.
Why are they buying an RV then?
They
If they're not into technology, why the hell are they buying
Some of them-
a
so,
$200,000
There's
RV?
different degrees of.
Yeah, there's like Mennonites.
Yeah. Look at,
Whatever.
What
I
about
don't
the Kryptonites?
The Kryptonites are allowed to do whatever they want.
Whatever they want.
They fly everywhere.
Just getting rolling. Oh, Froggy's back.
Hey, Froggy.
I'm glad you could join us. Thanks. You know, we only had 50% of the show yesterday. So
Oh, no. I forgot about Roxanne.
yeah, you know, there's something suspicious about your instant day off yesterday.
Nothing suspicious.
Hang on a minute.
Nothing, no.
Let's talk to Froggy about this next. But Roxanne's out this week. Froggy yesterday texts us at 4:32 a.m. Gonna need a sick day today, and that was it.
Well, I mean, did you really need the details?
And Froggy, you realize that was like the first piece of content you actually brought to the show in a while. And you weren't here the day we did your content.
Oops.
Did you hear what happened?
All right,
No.
we got to fill you in on this.
Oh.
Hang on a minute. Froggy had a note left on his car, and, well, it was suspicious. It was interesting. It looked like a female. Oh, we got some updates on that. Stand by. If you missed the whole thing yesterday, we'll fill you in. We'll fill Froggy in. Froggy doesn't even know what the hell happened.
No clue.
Hang on. That's next. MJ Morning Show 608 here on the MJ broadcast on Q105. Pat's got traffic. Back in a second. Okie dokie. MJ Morning Show, Q105. MJ here with Froggy Fester. No Roxanne. She's back on Monday. I don't know where she ended up going because her boat trip was canceled, but I hope they're having a good time. I hope those kids of hers are not like banshees, just, running wild and rampant everywhere.
Yeah, I think Roxanne uses this job and this opportunity to be with us to actually just get away from her children.
Did I say it's 6:20 here
did.
on a Thursday morning? And then, the Taylor Swift mania. I thought it began today. No, the Taylor Swift crap began yesterday because they had like merch trucks that were at Ray J, and there was a massive traffic jam and all kinds of, what the hell was that?
I don't know.
Was that my computer?
One of the computers made that computery sound.
I hate that when like a Windows notification pops up. I don't know what the hell just happened. I think it was my laptop.
Sorry.
All right. So Taylor Swift mania, it overtook. It's like, the blob. It's just, it creeped in yesterday and it caused like a traffic jam and all kinds of issues. I had a text from a TPD officer that I know. And let me see if I can find it. So we were talking about this whole Taylor Swift, and we had a caller mention it, that they were actually there. They were part of the traffic jam to get to Ray J early yesterday because they were going to start selling Taylor Swift merchandise. Didn't some callers say, oh, there's some blue hoodie that I've got to get for my daughter? Didn't they drive up from like Bradenton or something?
Yeah, they traveled
And
from
I'm like,
Bradenton.
buy the damn thing online. And then did they say something like there was like exclusive merch to buy from the Taylor Swift vending truck that you couldn't buy online? Was that the story?
What? People are in line for a vending truck?
Oh, yeah. So okay,
It's not like a vending truck that serves like grandma's oatmeal cookies out of a
Yeah, I get it. I mean,
it's
for
like a food truck,
yeah.
a t-shirt vendor guy.
Yeah.
like a taco truck.
But there's
No.
exclusive stuff you can't get online.
Oh my God! You know what? I can't go on. I can't continue. I must have exclusive Taylor Swift merch that I can't buy online.
Man, she's got it down pat. I don't know what she's doing.
So-
She's doing something right.
Here's the thing.
You know what's amazing? Let me tell you what the thing is. You hold on to that thought. Let me tell you what the thing is. The thing is, different boats are floated different ways because,
She floats everybody's boat, apparently.
well, not mine. I guess there is nothing that Taylor Swift has in her merch collection. There is nothing that I want. There is nothing that I would wear.
I
Hey,
love a good hoodie.
Listen, I'm not a hoodie person.
I am.
For you're an adult grown man. The
Yes.
hoodie thing is for 16-year-old boys. Come on,
Okay, Mr. Ankle Socks.
Mr. Ankle. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, the guy who still rocks tube socks at 50. What are you?
That is BS.
No way, you do.
Dude, look at my feet. I'll hold my day. I don't have tube socks on. I've
You're
got,
lucky today you're not
no,
wearing them.
I don't have any tube socks.
What,
This is the first time I've never seen you wear them.
Listen,
hold on, how do
MJ has migrated from tube socks to like ankle socks now.
Yeah,
Listen,
anklets.
I do not have tube socks. I haven't had tube socks since I was like
52.
15. What are you talking about?
I used to rock the tubes.
I
Don't
love a
lie.
tube sock and hoodie.
You can't say people wear hoodies are immature. That's dumb.
Hang on a minute. I got to figure out how to do this. I'm gonna put my leg up in the air so people can see.
God.
We believe you.
You don't really have to prove
No,
it.
I do because I've got to prove it on MJ TV right now.
Junk is going to be.
yeah.
Hang
Be
on,
careful of
let
the
me-
angle.
I got to figure out. Hang on, get the P365 out of my pocket.
Oh, God. What?
Hang on, let me get.
Yeah, let's go.
Hang on, let me
I gotta,
get the wallet. What the heck?
you
Hey, I
gotta
gotta-
be a little more flexible here.
Yeah, I got to become a little more. All right, hang on. I'm sitting down. Hang on a minute. I'm sitting. I never sit down.
yes.
This is the first time I've actually sat down during the show since we've been back. Hang on a minute. Let me. Hang on a minute.
You just stuff those down.
This is just gross.
No,
Ew, look at him. He looks like he's waiting for something.
Hang on a minute. All right. Hey, Andrew, I can't see you now. Can you sit? Look, do those look like tube socks? Those aren't tube. Andrew, do you have it on MJ
Yeah,
TV?
he's got it. He's got it.
All right. So look at that. These are like below the balls of the.
You're going to pull something,
Yeah,
dude.
you're gonna hurt yourself.
You better be careful.
I'm gonna herniate myself over here.
You're going to pop
All right,
something.
So I'm holding this up on MJ TV right now.
Ugh.
Take it back. Those aren't tube socks.
Take it back.
No, stay like that.
Take
I
it
can't
back.
tell.
Take it back.
Stay like that. Oh.
Retract your statement.
Dude,
All right. So
your lower bits were hanging out.
No lower bits were hanging
if
out.
you freeze frame it, you probably got a couple of good shots up the shorts.
There are no shots up my shorts.
MJTV, everybody.
Andrew, did you get a nice... Turn your mic on, Andrew, in the producer booth. Did you get a nice shot? Yes?
Yes, we saw your leg. We saw your ankle. We saw the long tube socks.
There were
All right.
no tube
You're
socks.
not helping at all, Andrew.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Andrew.
Well, the old tube socks, those are the ones that came up like mid-calf and had like 3 stripes of like yellow, green, blue, red. Remember those days? Those were
Those
like
are sweet, like a PE coat.
it was like 1970s,
After
right?
the first day, I never wore a pair that matched.
Now, I've just proven that I do not wear tube socks,
Wow,
Froggy.
you got me.
So back to the hoodie.
We were talking about Taylor Swift.
So the hoodie,
The
yeah.
mother called in and she said that there's this blue hoodie that everybody's going bonkers for. Do you care to guess how much the hoodie is?
$70.
I see it on the screen, so
The last hoodie I bought was the police
But
hoodie.
I guessed on the air yesterday when the mother called up and said, "My daughter's got to have this hoodie," and what do I get? I guess like $80.
Yeah,
On the
that's right.
air yesterday, I said, "What is this hoodie? Like $80?" Well, pretty damn close. The hoodie, the Taylor Swift Eras Tour washed blue hoodie, is
that's nice.
$75.
That's not bad.
And it's not even
Come
that.
on. This thing is probably made in China, and I'm guessing this thing is probably they probably have $8 in this thing. Total cost, there's probably $8 in this whole piece, and they're selling it for $75.
On the
What do you
front,
want them to do? They're
It
running
just
a
says,
business.
Taylor Swift Eras Tour in very, very small print, and in the back it has the tour dates.
Yeah, again, it just shows how different boats are floated, and some things people are into, and you're gonna have 200,000 people. Well, they're gonna be able to put about 75,000 people a night into Ray J, right?
Oh,
Because-
my
Yeah, oh yeah, seriously. Because listen, a sold-out football game at Ray J is about 65,000, and then with the field being used to be able to put seating on the field, around the stage setup. They're going to be able to get about 75,000 people into Ray J the way they configure it. So 75 and 75 for tonight and tomorrow. That's 150. Add another 75,000 for Saturday night. That's 225. So 225,000 people are going to be going to Taylor Swift over the next 3 nights. And I am proud not to be one of them. just doesn't interest me at all. But, hey, if it interests you, hey, more power to you. I respect it. If you want to do it, that's your prerogative. Enjoy. I do wish you the very best. It's just, it doesn't even ping my radar. It's just not even remotely an interest to me.
Well, you're not a 13-year-old girl. Are you?
I mean, no, I am
Okay,
not,
all right.
Froggy. I am not.
He wears the socks of one. But
So anyway, Taylor Swift mania. Then you have like the superintendent of the Hillsborough County Schools is getting into the action with the little funny email or whatever about.
Is everybody trying to ride the Taylor coattails here?
this is a big week to be like Taylor.
Man.
Yeah, do you have a copy of the letter?
I do. I would pull it up.
Yeah, the Hillsborough County Superintendent, Addison Davis, the Hillsborough County Public Schools. Hey, Addison. Hey, why don't you worry about not pissing people off with redistricting? Say no to 3, folks. Say no to 3. Yeah, great idea. Move people that have been in the Plant High School District for 60 years in an A school and move them to a C school. Yeah, that's going to go over well.
It's just a letter in the alphabet.
I mean, seriously.
That's going to go over really well. All right, so
Addison.
So Addison Davis wrote a delicate letter to the students yesterday regarding Taylor Swift.
So now the word he uses
Delicate.
every song title of a
Yes.
Taylor Swift
Oh,
song
come
in a
on.
pun fashion.
Yeah. So as a pun, he seriously used every single popular Taylor Swift title, which, by the way, if I were on a game show and it was name as many Taylor Swift songs as you can in 10 seconds, you'll get $10,000 for each one you have correct, I wouldn't get one. I could not, I'm telling you right now, I could not name, except for that cover abortion she did of September.
September.
Didn't she do it? Was that her? Didn't Taylor Swift do a cover of September?
I don't know.
The Earth, Wind, I think she did. Andrew, can you look that up?
I don't know that I think of that song when I think of Taylor Swift.
That's the only. I'm pretty sure that Andrew, you're looking it up. Didn't Taylor Swift do September? Yes, and it was awful. It was terrible. All right, we'll get into the letter from the Hillsborough County Public School Superintendent trying to be all cutesy-wootsy with the Taylor Swift thing. And does he even mention that it's not an excused? Do they still do that? Excused absences and unexcused absences?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, is that, yeah, because I didn't read the whole letter. I just saw, I read like the first paragraph, and I'm like, yeah, really?
Yeah, second paragraph, he says, under no circumstances will Friday be an excused absence.
Excused absence. So listen, when I was in school, when I was in middle school and high school, you had excused absences and then unexcused absences. And Froggy, I would like to determine if yesterday you were an excused absence or an unexcused absence, because we had 50% of the show yesterday. Yesterday was just Fester and me. That was it. Roxanne's on vacation. You call in sick midweek, and you just send us a text at 4:32 yesterday morning. Hey, guys, going to need to take a sick day. And that was it. May I ask why you needed a sick day yesterday?
I mean, you could.
Well, I'm asking, why did you need a sick day yesterday?
I've had a migraines really bad issue lately.
All right, listen, the migraine excuse. It just come on.
All right, listen, put down my sickness. That's fine. Let's see how that goes over with HR.
Yeah,
I am medicated for it. I am on migraine medication.
Okay,
and I could give you more details if you want.
So you at 4:32 yesterday, you couldn't come in because you had a migraine.
Yes,
but you're on so the medication's not working.
I obviously have to up it a little bit. They've been coming back in full force.
Did you see a physician yesterday?
No.
You sure you didn't have some kind of a hardware rack install you had to go to yesterday morning?
I wish, but no.
Just checking.
I'm sorry about that. I couldn't come in with a blistering migraine. It's
well,
just
because
impossible.
we had a bit of yours. You've been a little light on content lately.
Oh,
right?
yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Froggy finally, he hands me this Post-it note, and it said, call me, and it had a phone number. And it looked like a woman's writing. And Froggy hands this to me on Tuesday right after the show and said, hey, let's talk about this tomorrow morning. And then you don't even show up. So I had already promoted it. I already teased it. So we did the bit, and we call the number, and a dude answers. So the dude even admitted that he writes like a girl. Because seriously. And it turns out the guy works for like an auto glass company.
That was a guy's handwriting?
It was a guy.
Oh, my
the
God.
guy left the note on your side view mirror on your Nissan Titan pickup truck because he noticed the gigantic crack across the entire windshield.
No, I'm leaving that. I like to try to guess where it's going to go.
And he was giving you a note to call him because he's in the auto glass business, and he was going to get your auto glass fixed.
Well, how about you leave a little bit of that information on the note?
Because we brought it up.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have called him if he said, I can help you with your auto glass.
Yeah. You just
Call
leave
me
That's pretty smart, actually.
you leave a vague note that looks like some hot chick wrote
Yeah,
it.
I thought somebody was like, I want to have a sexual affair with you.
I saw you walk out of Publix, and I really want to bang you.
I love really disgusting guys with big noses.
Smelly, dirty trucks.
Pear-shaped bodies.
Call in sick once a week.
Oh, man, you know what? You want me to come over there and bitch slap you?
Easy now. No reason for violence.
You can't. When I'm sick.
If you can't take a joke, then you can't resort to violence.
Exactly.
It's not a joke.
Listen, we're just joking around, mister.
I got to take a break.
Go.
6:34.
No, I want to stay on.
I don't want violence this morning. That's not what I'm here for.
6:34 at the MJ Morning Show. Early morons in the news. Next on the MJ Morning Show. Stand by. Ladies and gentlemen, the Morons have entered the building. You know what? There's nothing like a polite bank robber. Wouldn't you agree?
I mean, I think courtesy gets you farther than, being mean.
A courteous bank robber.
What do they say? You get more flies with honey than you do vinegar?
Yeah, this is sort of an unorthodox story because a 78-year-old woman robbed a bank in Missouri and then apologized to the teller. Sorry, dear. I'm sorry if I scared you.
She must have really needed it.
Oh, Bonnie Gooch.
Where's Clyde?
Clyde died.
Clyde's out in the 31 Ford.
What a gooch.
So, did Bonnie jam a gun in somebody's face?
Bonnie Gooch, 78, was charged late last week with robbing a bank in Missouri. Prosecutors accused Gooch of demanding 13,000 small bills.
Wow.
From one of the tellers. What is that? Give me 13,000 ones?
It's a lot.
It's all day to count that, man.
Yeah, they've accused the 78-year-old woman of robbing the bank. The prosecutors say she slipped the bank teller a note mid-heist that included an apology for scaring them. Yeah, they say that Bonnie Gooch, 78 years of age, who already has 2 bank robbery convictions, tried to escape with cash from the Goppert Financial Bank in Pleasant Hill, Missouri. I'll tell you what, that sounds like one of those old, towns where you have just that main street with just the stores lining, sort of like something out of like Back to the Future or something. Yeah.
Go get a malt shake.
Yes, exactly. Go see the soda jerk,
Yeah.
right?
What do you have today, little Timmy?
This is crazy. Gooch approached the bank's counter, slipped the cashier a note that read in part, "I need 13,000 small bills. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you." That's what was on the note as well.
So sweet.
Thank you. Sorry, didn't mean to scare you. Prosecutors also allege that Gooch banged on the counter to hurry the teller up, telling them not to count the money and just give it to her. Gooch then escaped in a Buick SUV with a handicap registration tag.
That's how she parked so close to the bank. She had a good spot.
It's actually smart.
Prosecutors said that per the Kansas City Star, this is where the story came. This is crazy. So when police stopped her at a parking lot, they found the cash strewn on the floorboard and noted that the vehicle smelled strongly of alcohol.
Man.
So let's get this straight. So she's 78 years old. Grandma goes in to rob the bank. Oh, by the way, downtown Pleasant Hill, Missouri is exactly as I described.
It's
Pleasantville.
It looks like it's stuck in time in 1950.
It does. Awesome. So let me get this straight. Grandma demands 13,000 small bills. Then on the note, it apologizes to the tellers for scaring them. But then she's also banging on the counter to hurry up.
Oh, I thought she was so sweet.
She sounds bipolar.
She does.
I'm sorry. Give me the damn cash.
So then when she's finally pulled over, the whole inside of the car smells like alcohol. The bills are strewn all over the place. The Pleasant Hill police chief, Tommy Wright, told the Kansas City Star that the case was unusual and sad. Yes, I would concur. Do you concur?
Yes, I concur. I've had some ripple today.
When the officers first approached her, they were kind of confused. It's a little old lady who steps out. We weren't sure initially that we had the right person. Yeah, the chief said the police department is now working with agencies to figure out what the next steps are. So prosecutors charged Gooch with 1 count of stealing from a financial institution. She's in custody at the Cass County Jail. And this grandma, Gooch,
Miss Gooch,
that's Gooch, had 2 prior bank robbery convictions, one in 1977 in California,
Oh, my God.
and then one in the Kansas City suburb of Lee's Summit back in 2020. Wait a minute.
She quit in her 30s and then picked it back up in her 70s.
So how the hell, if she just robbed her last bank in 2020, how is she not still in prison for that?
She must have just got out.
Or I don't know, maybe there was like a COVID exception. Was there any kind of COVID deal if you robbed the bank during COVID that you didn't go to jail?
It's my dementia, Judge.
I mean, they thought it was crazy because she was 75 at the time.
She's scheduled to be arraigned on May 25th, so next month. Representatives for the Pleasant Hill, Missouri Police Department said the Missouri courts did not immediately respond to requests for comment, blah, blah, blah. I mean, this is insane. 78 years old, banging on the counter. So sorry for robbing you. I didn't mean to scare you.
Listen, our senior citizens have it tough. A lot of them don't have a lot of savings.
That's crazy. Hey, you want to hear something morbid? Listen to this one. Out of Louisiana, guy goes into a funeral home after hours. So he breaks in. He's in the funeral home, goes to the embalming room and starts filming corpses.
Ew.
All right.
And then shared the images with a friend via FaceTime. What, is this like some kind of a dare? Hey, I dare you to go to a funeral home and start videoing some corpses and show me the whole deal live via FaceTime.
So at 5 o'clock when the funeral home closes, do they just leave the corpses out?
No, what do you think? They put them in
I don't
little
know.
houses?
I don't know.
Like little
I'm
dog
asking.
houses? No, they put them in a little freezer.
That's the coroner's office.
Oh.
That's like what you see on like TV shows.
No, but
when you go to like
hold
funeral
on.
homes.
Funeral homes, they've got like refrigerators
I'm asking,
too.
I don't
They
know.
must. They deal with the dead body business.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, they've got them, absolutely.
This guy just walks into the Louisiana funeral home and there's his body strewn everywhere, just laying around waiting for tomorrow morning's early shift to come in.
I believe so.
I sell countertops too, stainless steel countertops to a mortician. He uses them for dead bodies.
Hold on, you sell supplies for funeral homes?
Yes.
They sell stainless steel countertops, which butchers or morticians can
Yeah,
use.
he thought it would be a good idea, and it turns out it works out perfectly.
I'm sure it does, because you want stainless steel.
I need the one with the drain in the corner, if you know what I mean.
What a ghoulish kid.
That's crazy.
Was it a kid?
Yeah, well, it's 21 years old. I mean, young man.
That's, you know.
Made an unauthorized entry at the Smith Funeral Home in Monroe, Louisiana. Guy lives about 9 miles away, made entry into the embalming room with several corpses present, and then videoed the corpses on his cell phone via FaceTime to show an acquaintance. Yeah, what else was at play here? Something else weird going on.
What is Monroe, Louisiana, the home of?
Richard has some connection to the business, but he was not an official worker. What the hell? Were you the lawn guy? I mean, what kind of connection do you have to the funeral home, but you're not an official employee?
Maybe he provides a service. Maybe he, did something there.
Sounds like Night of the Living Dead 3, the one that was from the 80s.
Arrested on a felony unauthorized entry charge, declined to answer questions from police. Released earlier this week on a $1,500 bond. That's just weird.
All right, Froggy brought up a very good question. What is Monroe, Louisiana, the home of?
MJ, do you know what Monroe, Louisiana is the home of? A very, very big dynasty.
Monroe, Louisiana, what?
Duck Dynasty.
Oh, Duck Dynasty? Really?
Yes.
Well, I guess I should have picked up on the whole dynasty thing, huh?
Oh, yeah, I did say that.
All right.
That was
Hey,
a good hint.
I am not done. I am not. The morons in the news are so good today. Might have to do 2 segments on morons in the news. Folks, it's the MJ Morning Show here on a Thursday on this whole Taylor Swift mania 3-day stretch.
So excited.
Which I'm not into. All right, hang on. We're back in a second. Don't move here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hey, if you're... on Q105. MJ here with Fester and Froggy, Roxanne, back on Monday. Yeah, a number of people, I guess, just missed the mention on the show yesterday that Roxanne, well, listen, she said she was going to be out. Yeah, she came in on Monday. She wasn't supposed to be here on Monday. She was supposed to be off the whole week. But then because of nasty seas and weather over on the Miami side in the Atlantic, they were supposed to be on a boat.
Is it that nasty out?
Well, Derek Jeter.
It's windy as hell.
Well, Derek Jeter, they're very good friends.
Yeah.
Because Doug grew up, Dig Doug, of Roxanne Wilder and Doug fame. You might have heard this particular jingle.
Roxanne Wilder and Doug.
Well,
and Derek.
Yeah.
You got to add that.
Yes, and Derek.
He's always around.
We ought to do a version. No, because Dig Doug, Roxanne's fiance, and apparently they're going to get married this year after like 10 years. But Doug grew up with Derek Jeter up in like Kalamazoo, Michigan. So they're attached at the hip. So they were supposed to go on a private yacht cruise for like a week, and it got canceled because of the bad weather. So Roxanne was here Monday, and she said that she'll be out for the rest of the week. They're going to do like a staycation or something. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
They're going to like Pinellas Park for a day.
No, but I had a number of people that like, hey, what happened to Roxanne? You didn't say what happened. No, we have. She'll be back Monday.
People only listen to a certain portion of the show sometimes, and they may miss it.
Well, that's why I encourage people to listen to the whole show. And, these days, you don't have to be bound to a radio in your house. You don't have to be bound to a radio in your car. When you get where you're going, you go to work, bring us up on the computer. Go to mjmorningshow.com, and then the upper right-hand corner, there's a red button. It says Listen Live. Click on that. Listen to us on your computer speakers. Listen to us on your smartphone. Get any number of apps. You can get the Odyssey app, Audacy. It's free at all the app stores. Odyssey app, just type in Q105 Tampa. Also, we're on the iHeart app. If you have that, just search for Q105 Tampa. The TuneIn app. Smart speakers. You can listen to us wherever you are so you don't miss a minute of the show. And I also launched a Project MJ9. And Project MJ9 is to make sure you're still listening to the show in the 9 o'clock hour, 9 to 10. Man, our content's amazing. 9 to 10. Don't miss it. Figure out a way how to listen all the way, to the end of the show, close to 10 o'clock every morning. All right, listen to this bonehead. So first of all, doing anything menacing at a police station is a pretty stupid move. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, it's the wrong place to...
Pretty dumbass move here.
Wrong place to draw extra attention to yourself.
Yeah, this is south of us. This is down in Naples. Listen to this bonehead. Guy's drunk, snuck into the Naples Police Department. Joseph Moulton, 36 years old. Son, you're way too old for this. Jumped the fence of the south parking lot of the Naples Police Department, went inside, opened up the door of an unlocked patrol cruiser, sat in the car for several minutes until he saw people come outside. He then got out of the car, hid in the bushes, and then when he noticed that the coast was clear, he made a move to go inside the Naples Police Department. According to the Naples Police report from inside their very own police department, Moulton used a hose. He took a garden hose with a nozzle, shoved it underneath the west door, turned it on, caused at least an inch of flood damage inside the police station.
Oh, just an inch? That's nothing.
All the way around?
Took a hose, stuck it inside a door, and then turned the water faucet on. All right, that's just the beginning.
How crappy are these doors at the police department where you can jam a hose underneath it?
Yeah, how big is that gap?
Well, I'm sure the door was open. He opened the door and cracked the door and stuck the hose in.
Oh, I thought you said he stuck it under the door.
Well, that's what the report from NBC2 down in Fort Myers says he stuck it under the door, but
all right.
It would have to be one of the snake hoses that would be flat.
Somehow he got a nozzle and he flooded the building with an inch of water. That's a mess. Then, that's not enough. Then this dude makes his way to the men's locker room. He takes a shower, steals some clothing.
Do they not have a security system at the Naples Police Department?
Is he able to take a shower?
I don't know. This is a pretty bizarre story.
Sounds refreshing.
He took a uniform shirt. He took pants, a cap, took a bulletproof vest. All this worth about $900. The police report also says that he pooped on the women's bathroom floor.
Come on.
And took a police radio and dumped it in a toilet.
Okay, he's doing everything backwards.
What is this guy doing? So then Moulton leaves the police station, makes his way to a 7-Eleven store nearby.
Is he wearing the bulletproof vest?
Well, at this point, the police down in Naples were aware of what happened. They're searching for the guy. An employee at 7-Eleven called police after this dude was acting suspiciously inside the 7-Eleven, and it was believed by the clerk that he was all drunk out of his mind and he was acting weird.
That's a pretty observant clerk.
So the Naples police, they arrived. They arrested him. He was interviewed. He admitted to being blast-ass drunk, but had no recollection of anything he did.
Yeah, you're going to have to tell that to the judge.
Floods the police station, throws a police radio in the toilet, poops on the women's bathroom floor.
That's so much time.
Yeah, a guy was charged with grand theft, 2 counts of burglary. No further comment from the Naples Police Department.
Yeah, no kidding. I'd keep my mouth shut, too, on this one, Naples.
Hey, would you say that it doesn't take a lot to amuse me?
I mean, you've kept me and Fester around all these years. What does that tell you?
That's a good point.
Yeah, I think you're right. You know what I find really funny? And first of all, I would like to thank the villages north of us. You know, the village. I'd like to thank them for just the cheap, frequent amusement that the villages provides.
It's like a conveyor belt. Just
It is.
Every day, every couple times a week.
Guess what one of the biggest problems is now up in the villages?
Oh, no.
Elderly drivers smashing through the guard gates. You know, the different villages, like they have those little arms that come down, the guard gates.
That's a big deal.
Well, yes, it is. Because now there's like this whole movement, and they're talking about putting like strip lighting on all the gates. Because people, the senior citizens up in the villages, it's like an epidemic.
A lot of those gates have lights on them.
Welcome to like 2023. I mean, I have a couple of friends who have, who live in those communities with the guard gate.
Yeah.
And they have.
I've seen
lights.
those LED strip lights.
And they're red when they're in the
bright
down
red.
position, and they turn green when they're in the up position.
I've seen those as well.
You
But
know what we should do? Put lights on these somehow.
Do we?
Now, where will we find the lights?
I don't know.
am I a little twisted if I just think it's funny that old people are ramming through the gates at the guard shack?
I would love to blast through a guard shack gate.
My mom did at Kennedy Airport when I was a kid. Did I ever tell the story?
No.
Oh, I never told you the story?
Kennedy Airport?
Yeah, hey, I'll tell you the story in a second. Listen to this. This is it. Listen, the reason why I'm doing this story. Can you guess how many guard post gate, the gates. Can you guess how many gate strikes there are a month in the villages?
I'm going to go with 2 a month.
No, keep
you gotta
going.
guess.
I would think it's more than 2. At least 1 a week. What, 4, 4.5 a month, 5?
Keep going.
I'm going to go at least like 8 a month.
Nope, keep going.
What is going on?
If it was every other day, it would be, what, 15 a month?
Nope.
I mean, it can't be as high as like 21 a month.
Keep going.
Is it once a day? 30,
All right,
31
folks,
a month?
let me be clear here. How many times
not
residents of the villages are ramming their cars through the gates?
Is it like 100 times a month? Is it something just like, holy crap, ridiculous? It's
You're still not over.
What?
Just tell us how many.
200 times a month.
Oh, no. Now you crash.
150?
Okay, it can't happen 3 times a
Dude.
day.
An average of 134 gate strikes a month in the villages.
It's over 4 a day.
What the hell?
So every day somebody's bashing through a gate. Is that what you're telling me?
4 times a day, somebody's bashing through a gate.
Okay, every 6 hours somebody's bashing through a gate.
That is some good math.
The villages are huge. You have all those communities.
Yeah.
Isn't it spread over like 2 or 3 counties?
It's 2 counties. It's a bunch of every neighborhood's its own village.
Right. And so they have the guard gates. They've got the gates that come down.
So there's a lot of gates here, people.
According to the Villages News, there are an average of 134 gate strikes a month, and the offender who knocks down the gate is billed $250.
Oh, they got some good revenue coming in from that.
So it's only $250.
So guess what the big discussion is up in the villages? Putting special new lights on all the gates. I would figure they would have lights on the gates.
Dude, they're bringing in $37,000 a month.
That's insane. 134 average gate strikes a month is insane.
Can't they put the gate like on a heavy-duty spring just to have some give to it?
I think you just it's a big metal block and it just F's up their car. That's what the gate doesn't even
Spikes
move.
on the front.
They can't put it like a mace. Like a medieval mace gate. All right. Hey, we got to take a break here quickly. But guess what? We start an hour, 20 minutes nonstop MJ Morning Show next. We go in the long chunk, no breaks. We go an hour and 20-minute music-free, commercial-free next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Oh. You got the MJ Morning Show. It's Q105. And in also a few minutes, we're going to read the letter that went out from the Hillsborough County School Superintendent. Oh, man. Sorry, but this whole Taylor Swift mania is just out of control.
Only for a few more days. It's okay. I think it's kind of funny now that I think about it.
Yeah, the Hillsborough County Superintendent of Schools put out first of all, my suggestion to the Hillsborough County Superintendent of Schools, worry about not pissing off tens and tens of thousands of homeowners and residents with really bogus school redistricting. That's what I would recommend. I'm just saying.
You should run for school board.
You know
MJ.
what? I really should.
Hey, guys. It's Hal Herman. How you doing?
Oh, my God.
I heard you had a funny thing to read from the superintendent. I want to hear it.
We're not going to read it right now.
No. I thought you were going to read the whole thing.
Well,
I'll give you my opinion. I know you know that you know that I know that you know that I know that
you know that
I know that you know that I'm a professional comedian.
Froy, you know that people can see you on MJTV, and they know that you're Hal Herman,
They
right?
know that I know that I'm Hal Herman.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot my jacket today. But listen, when you're going to read it, let me know. I'll come back.
We're going to read it in a minute.
stand by.
Okay, I'll go outside.
Hang
Get a
on,
coffee.
I've got Sheriff Chad Chronister on the phone. Shall we do
Hey,
it?
Chad, I'm the biggest fan.
All right, hang on a minute. So, what do you think? Should we
Bad boys, what you gonna
should we use this whenever we have Sheriff Chronister on, Sheriff of Hillsborough County? Should we use this as the intro music? What do you think?
It's only appropriate.
I think it's perfect.
I think so. Sheriff Chronister, welcome back to the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Nice talking to you as always.
All right, so Sheriff, I saw the story. It was up on your Facebook page with the Sheriff's Office that you saw a car wreck at an intersection happen right in front of you.
Yeah, kind of scary. Well, I got there right afterwards. I'm leaving a graduation. I'm coming down Falkenberg Road, approaching 60, and I saw a pickup truck facing the wrong way with almost the whole front end missing. I'm like, this isn't good. Never saw that there was a separate car that had spun around facing the wrong way in traffic. Got out real quick, checking on injuries. And the gentleman driving the truck and his son, they were okay. And I'm like, well, where's the other people involved in the crash? They're still in the car. And the way the car looked contorted, MJ, for a second, I thought maybe they were trapped in the car. So I ran over, knocked on the window, and I could see they were moving around. They had an older child, maybe 10 years old, and another child maybe 6 years old in the back seat.
Yep.
So I managed, the door was a little hard, but I managed to open up the door. She stepped out, got the kids out. And as you can imagine, they were scared, I think, as they were, I bet you they probably spun around maybe at least twice,
Wow.
as they got struck coming through the intersection. And the little girl, the youngest one, that was, I'd say probably 6 years old, hung on to me so tight. She was so scared. It broke my heart as I'm pulling her out. But here's the part that always gets you a little emotional. Once you know they're okay, I think the older girl, the older of the two children, her arm was a little sore. Apparently, the cell phone went flying and hit her in the arm.
Oh.
But I asked her to move it. She can move it. So I'm like, okay, it's not broken. You'll probably just going to be bruised up. So the little girl looks at me once she wouldn't let go. I mean, she was that terrified. And she looked at me after a few minutes, and she started to get her bearings and started to feel more comfortable. And she goes, I'm going to be a police officer one day. And I said, that's phenomenal, right? So I'm already taken back. Hey, I'm going to be a police officer one day. And then she goes, yep. She goes, hey, she could be more than 6. Then she looks at me again. She goes, yep, I'm going to be the one to take care of you one day.
Oh, that is so sweet. I'm looking at images. There are a whole bunch of pictures from the crash scene, Hillsborough County Fire and Rescue showing up. You're standing next to the car, the sides all crumpled in, and there's an image of you carrying the 5 or 6 year old girl out of the car, the whole side of the car bashed in. And I'm going to tell you right now, Sheriff, this is better than any of those Culpepper Curlin commercials. All right, with those are all the reenactments, the Lost Dog or whatever. I mean, this is real life right here. You know?
It was, to know you can provide some comfort. Like I said, she was terrified. The older child started to become overwhelmed with emotion. She was really upset. I think because she was older, she was really understanding what was happening. I think she was terrified. But the little girl, like I said, she was just so scared. She latched onto me so tight. I thought I was going to lose my breath at one time as I grabbed her out of the back of the car.
All right.
To get her out of the car.
Sheriff, if you want to talk about
what a great
scared, if you want to talk about being scared, how scared was the guy that caused the accident when you come rolling up on the scene? I mean, it's one thing to.
Well, do we know? Have we determined who caused the accident?
Oh, great point. It was actually the mom with the two kids ran the red light, and the guy driving the pickup truck. The older gentleman said, "I'm so sorry. There's nothing I could do. As I'm coming through, she ran the red light, and she kept saying, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm like, listen. As long as everyone's okay, that's why they call it accidents, so we can fix cars." So.
But also, let's also impress upon people that don't run red lights. I mean, really, in this case, they're shaken up. There's some minor injuries, but some red light running, it can easily cause very serious injuries or fatalities.
We see it all the time. It's probably one of our largest leading causes of traffic crashes is people who are impatient and they want it, right? It's not yellow, but they got to get through the red light because there's a delay. There's a delay from the time the light turns red. We even give it, the Florida Department of Transportation even gives them an additional time. It doesn't turn green automatically the opposite way. They give a couple seconds just to make sure to keep everyone safe. So you really have to run the red light to cause an accident.
And I see some egregious, living here in the Tampa Bay area, I think we have some of the most egregious red light running I've ever seen. And Sheriff, before I let you know, before I let you go, you have a busy day ahead. Have you stumbled across other accidents in the past? Listen, you were a deputy for years. You rose up, obviously to sheriff in the agency. Have you stumbled across or seen any other accidents happen right before your eyes?
Yeah, I have. I've seen a couple bad ones, as you can imagine. Over 31 years, I've seen some atrocious ones. Matter of fact, witnessed one that ended up being a fatality, and it was horrible. Like I said, that one was terrifying, not just for the other drivers, but for me as well.
Well, listen, the sheriff to the rescue, the actual sheriff carrying a little girl out of the car.
All the other deputies show up. Sheriff Chronister's like, "Yep, I already filled out the report. Yep, it's all done. Tow trucks are on the way."
I'm guessing the report was left to somebody else.
Yeah, I think so.
But Sheriff, did the mother get cited?
Good question. I don't know. Once everyone got there, and of course, once I got on the radio, all the backup units came and helped me direct traffic and helped make the scene safe, and then I'm sure worked the accident, and the fire rescue was right on scene. So once it was secure, I was off to my next meeting. Matter of fact, I will tell you this though. The little girl was so cute. I looked at the mom. I gave her my card and I said, "Listen, for Gasparilla Children's Parade, the sheriff's office has a float. I would like you to bring the girls on the float and they can throw beads at the other kids." So I said, as we get closer, send me your information and I'll make sure you guys get the invitation. You can come ride with me on the float.
And the float will not run any red lights.
I mean,
zero.
Yeah. Sheriff Chad Chronister, Hillsborough County. Great picture of you taking the kid out of the car. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Right place at the right time. You guys have a great day. Stay safe.
You too.
thank you, Sheriff.
It's a cute little girl, and you can tell. I mean, this girl is clinging on to the sheriff like, "I'm not letting go." As she's carrying the girl out of the car. Listen, again, hey, public service announcement. Don't run red lights. I see some awful ones. I mean, I see red lights that are red for like 2-3 seconds, and I'm like seeing people just blast through them at high speed, which is ridiculous. All right, the Taylor Swift mania started. Well, the mania started when they started selling the tickets. And the mania began with, that whole Ticketmaster meltdown. And, we got Taylor Swift in town tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday night. And you saw the aerial shots. Did you see the helicopter shots of the traffic on Dale Mabry and Himes? Did you see what was going on yesterday? Just because the word got out, they were advertising that there were going to be special Taylor Swift merchandise trucks selling early merch yesterday, the day before the freaking first concert. they're not making enough money by putting 225,000 butts in those seats over 3 concert dates. They got to start selling merch a whole day ahead of time.
Listen, they're gonna have
$80 hoodies.
Do you know how long those lines are going to be today at the concert? You're going to spend an hour just waiting to buy a T-shirt. If you could have made it yesterday, you got that out of the way. Yeah. Plus, people want to wear their merch to the show. So if you bought it yesterday, you can wear it today, as opposed to getting dressed up for the show and then having to carry around or put a T-shirt over you.
Listen, if you're a Swiftie, enjoy yourself. I won't take anything away from it. It's just not my cup of tea, but if you are, enjoy it. If you're a parent and you're doing it for your kids, listen, it's a lovely thing. Enjoy the concert. I get it. Listen, I'm sure there are going to be some parents there taking the kids, their eye rolling the whole time. But listen.
That's why they serve beer.
Hey, listen. Well,
how much are those going to be?
Are they not going to serve beer?
Hey, Michelle brought something up.
Well, how many DUIs are going to be on the way home from Taylor Swift concert?
No.
Because the parents had to get tanked up to listen to the whole set?
No, listen to me. We also know of a lot of parents that are dropping kids off. Remember, we had a caller yesterday, a mom dropping off the 17-year-old daughter and the 12-year-old daughter.
That's right.
And she's going to pick them up after the concert. So no adult there. That means no beer sale. So Michelle, she was listening yesterday. Michelle said that, was there another caller that said the average Taylor Swift fan, it's between like the ages of like 7 and 20 or something?
I don't know if that was statistically correct.
7
I
and
don't
20.
know.
No, we had a caller.
She said that generally the fans are younger.
But
yes.
Michelle, my lovely wife, she brought up the point yesterday. This is at home, and she mentioned hearing the callers on the air, and she said, I'm guessing that like beer and alcohol sales are not going to be as much at Taylor Swift because the stadium is probably going to be filled with, if I were to guess, Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights, I'm going to guess that there's probably going to be, 75% of the audience is going to be of non-drinking ages?
No, I don't think that at all. It's probably going to be a younger adult crowd.
I don't know. I think there are going to be a lot of kids in that crowd. And Michelle was like, I bet you alcohol sales are going to be hurt, that they're not going to sell a lot because you're not going to have as many individuals that are able legally to consume alcohol because it's going to be packed with so many underagers.
Taylor, we're going to sell $15 Pepsis now.
So what? It's just like a
Make up for the money. Yeah.
JoJo Siwa concert or a Wiggles show.
Yeah.
Hey, just out of curiosity.
It's not a JoJo Siwa concert. Okay, take that back.
All right, guys, I want to talk to the listenership for a second because I want to read also this Hillsborough County Superintendent school letter. Like, everyone's getting in on the joke over here. Except me. So I want to take some phone calls. Were you involved in the whole Taylor Swift merch lineup yesterday? Traffic was jammed. How long did you have to wait to buy Taylor Swift merch? What did you do? Were you like were you in line waiting while your kids were at school? Were you, if you're a parent, were you tasked with waiting in line for the Taylor Swift merch that went on sale yesterday outside of Ray J? So if you were in line, kind of give us a little insight onto the whole merch deal yesterday and all the traffic. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. If you waited in line to buy Taylor Swift merch, how much did you pay? The lines were incredible. I mean, it's. I'm sorry. Just go online and buy something if you
You're
really
not going to get it in time.
Anyway,
I went to the Taylor Swift site. They're not going to ship out that hoodie until the end of June. You need it now, mister.
hang on. We got Sheila on the line in St. Pete, and I'd love to hear any other folks that were in line for Taylor Swift merchandise yesterday, or hey, if you got all jammed up in the traffic and maybe you were late for an appointment or something. I don't know. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Now, hold on. Sheila is in St. Pete, and she sells beer at Ray J.
Okay.
Hey, Sheila, welcome to the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Morning.
So, Sheila, can you give us some insight?
Well, one of the soups that works for the vending company that sells that hawks the beers.
Hold on. Did you say one of the soups, meaning one of the supervisors?
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right. A little inside the vending lingo here. What are the soups? So okay, go ahead. One of the supervisors said.
Well, she also works at Ray J and said that they do at least 3 times as many hawkers selling alcohol there. And that's what she's setting up for. She set up yesterday for that.
Wait a minute. They think they're gonna sell 3 times as much beer as what, during another event or like a football game?
Well, they have 3 times as many people that are going to be hawking the beers.
Well, MJ, if you think about it, and Kim texted me this, and she's right, that Taylor Swift's been around for 20 years.
Yeah, I
so
mean,
her fans are like 30.
Yeah,
35.
This is going to be a young adult crowd. There's going to be some teens there, but it's not going to be a predominantly teen audience.
Yeah, it's going to be adult women. Just rock it out to my boyfriend.
Oh my God!
Listen, I want to scan the crowd. Somebody take pictures.
Yes,
take some
of every person at the crowd.
I want to see how many 12-year-olds are holding a cup of Bud Light.
At $24 a cup, probably not too many.
It's apple juice.
At least $18 a shot.
Right.
Oh, how much
What?
is how much is a beer?
About $18 for a can.
Okay.
$18 for a can of beer?
I follow a YouTube channel, MJ, that
Well,
teaches
that's
you.
the 25-ounce can.
Good, man.
That's the tall boy. Yes,
All right,
ma'am.
so it's a big can, but still $18. My
Sheila
God.
knows her beer.
There's ways to sneak booze into stadiums. There's a whole YouTube channel about it.
Well, I saw that recently there was a hack where somebody bought like a large 12-inch sub, and then seriously, they bought a large 12-inch sub, like a big, huge sub sandwich, and they hollowed out the bread,
Right.
or they just. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think they bought the sandwich. They bought a large loaf at the supermarket,
okay, and they hollowed it out.
hollowed it out. They put like beer and I think one of them had a bottle of wine inside the sandwich bread,
Nice.
and they snuck in
Booze and bread.
that way. They snuck it in.
You have to use the bread to soak up the booze.
All right, Sheila, thanks for the call. I appreciate it.
I know a
You're
guy that has a
welcome. Bye.
I know a guy that has like a stunt colostomy bag,
Yeah.
and he brings booze anywhere he wants.
A
Yeah.
stunt colostomy bag.
That's hilarious.
What? It's hanging inside the pants, and you got a little straw. You're sucking out of your colostomy bag.
And then he bumps into you and is a big mess, but it's only a stunt.
God. All right, so now we got this letter from the Hillsborough County school supervisors. Oh, jeez.
Oh, yes, I'm ready for this. Yeah.
All right, so Hal's
Hold
ready.
on. Why are you going into your Hal character?
Because I'm excited about this.
He wants to critique the humor of
Oh, I yelled at Froggy that people can see that he's not really Hal Herman. He doesn't have his costume on MJTV.
I'm here.
So
Hi.
during the, I wonder why Froggy sprinted out of the room.
How's it going?
Yeah.
During the sheriff's phone call, Froggy sprints out of the room and grabs his Hal Herman ridiculous getup.
And my new name tag that's already broken.
Oh,
you got that name tag during MJ Mystery merch.
All right, I'm ready to judge if this is going to be entertaining and funny or stupid, okay? Because I know humor.
So yeah, all right. You're a very good judge of comedy.
Ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen, Froggy's doing his Hal Herman character. Hal Herman is a game show host and former TV news anchor. Or is
Yes,
that-
former news host
Right.
at Whammo
Right.
News,
With
Channel 2.
with a very, very natural voice and presentation.
Well, thank you. People say I have a very natural delivery.
Very natural cadence.
Yeah,
Now,
yes.
is Hal a
Not at all affected at all.
no. Is Hal a current or recovering alcoholic? I'm not sure.
I mean, as you know, in the steps, you're always an
Now, were you
alcoholic.
when you used to in between the 6 and 11 o'clock newscasts?
Yeah, yes.
So when you used to, after the 6 o'clock newscast, where you used to go out for dinner and just plow them back.
Oh, Chili's 2 for 1s. Me and Goldie Showers would go to Chili's every day.
And that was
get lit.
that was the weather
Yes,
person,
yes,
right?
that's the weather girl.
And then you would show up to do the 11 o'clock news, and your eyes were all bloodshot.
Yeah, because I'd show up and be so drunk, I'd be like, Hal Herman, Channel 2, Whammo News. They'd be like, what's the matter with this guy? He sounds hammered. He doesn't sound like himself.
And then you also know firsthand that Visine does not get all the red out, right?
Oh, absolutely not. That's nothing but that's a scabba-labba ding-a-donger.
All right. So this letter.
Oh, give me this. I'm ready. Get the quacks ready because, that's a big part of our repertoire.
When I think of comedy, I think of like superintendents of school boards.
Yes.
So I'm really looking forward to this letter.
I'll give you my natural reaction. I don't know. If it's not funny, I'm not going to laugh.
Laugh is only one syllable.
Oh, what did I say?
You said.
Oh, sorry.
I think you made it 2 or 3.
I sound like the thing we all hate in broadcasting, a puker.
All right. Yeah. By the way,
Yes?
in broadcasting, in radio, if somebody has a non-natural speaking voice, if they're, hey, good morning, everybody, that's...
Hey, you sounded really good right there.
You got a career in this,
Wow.
man.
Jeez.
Wow.
In the business, a DJ that has a very effective, hey, everybody, they're either called like Ron Radio or they're called a puker.
It's the deviated septum network.
Yeah, sort of the old, like the old Zeus stuff,
Yeah, take me, mate.
MJ Morning Show.
Hey, everybody.
You know, I worked with Scott Shannon, too. Did you know that?
Did you?
One time he smacked me in the face with a jackboot because I messed up a sound effect. But we did work together.
All right, hold on. Let me read the letter. This is a little too much. Come on, this is over the top. A little too cutesy-wootsy here.
I'll be the judge of that.
So, from the Hillsborough County Superintendent of Schools, Addison Davis. And listen, Addison, I would worry more about not pissing off people with redistricting.
Easy. Okay, we get it.
Say no to 3. All right. He writes and puts out this letter. Attention, students. There's and then every song title from Taylor Swift that he could use in the letter is in bold print in the letter. And I got to be honest.
I don't recognize half these songs as a person who's not a big fan.
I'm a Swiftie.
Let me tell you right now, if I got a phone call and if Hal Herman called me from his radio station and said, for $10,000, name any Taylor Swift song.
Hey, what's going on? This is the Hal Herman Channel 2 Whammo News host, and I got a very special surprise for you, MJ. Do you know what it is?
Yeah, what's that?
If you could name one Taylor Swift song, you're going to win $1 million.
I couldn't. I swear.
No, really.
Now,
just one.
I'm going to read the letter now.
Just name one.
I
Boyfriend,
can't,
anything.
I can't. I could not. I'm not going to cheat. I'm not going to look at the letter that has all these Taylor Swift song titles.
I'm not going to cheat.
I don't. Seriously, if someone said for $1,000, name any Taylor Swift, I couldn't. I couldn't name one song.
The money's all over the place here. 10,000, $1 million,
Right,
$1,000.
let me read the letter.
Go.
Attention, students. There's a delicate situation we must discuss.
Stop. Hal, we're just getting started. This is a long letter, Hal.
Oh, sorry. I'll let you go, but that one caught me off guard.
Then the next sentence is, are you ready for it? All right, I'm gonna shove that bell up your butt.
Oh my God! I thought this is what you do when I had a morning show.
It's the raised cowbell. You
know,
know,
Hal Herman morning explosion.
You know, there've been fights in the stands, like people ringing those cowbells behind people's ears.
Yeah.
I mean, we had some fights that happened over the years. All right, let me finish. Stop ringing that damn bell in my face.
Listen,
this is funny as hell.
This is a long letter. He really gets into some comedy here.
I got to go here because I got other things to do. I understand there is a rather big concert taking place in Tampa this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. In my wildest dreams, I never thought I'd be sending a communication saying this. However, this is me trying to be the best superintendent I can be without creating any bad blood between myself and our amazing students. Students, you need to calm down. Dude, you're gonna break the studio window, dude. Oh God, dude, you almost put your hands through the window.
I can't take it,
dude. Stop!
I can't take it.
God,
I gotta leave the room.
All right, so students,
Hal, don't go. Hal, stay, Hal.
Students, you need to calm down. Under no circumstances will Friday be an excused absence because we're having an enchanted evening under the starlight at Raymond James Stadium. I understand that I am the anti-hero here, and call it what you want, but you're on your own, kid. These are all titles, I guess, of
all
Taylor.
titles of Taylor songs. Some of these are deep cuts.
If you think being a Swiftie is a good excuse for missing important instruction, you know all too well you should have said no to attending a Thursday night concert, especially one from an artist who is known for putting on a 3-hour amazing show. You may think you're out of the woods
God.
since it is the fourth quarter, but make no mistake, if you miss an important lesson, you will not be able to shake it off. Dude, what? He just threw his chair. He just threw his chair across the room.
I can't take it. This guy's leaving me in stitches.
That's a comedian.
You won't be able to shake it off.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop.
Stop it right there.
I can't take it.
There's only
My sides are gonna explode.
there's only a couple more sentences here.
Okay, all right.
All right. You will not be able to shake it off.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Okay, we got that.
Your report card will be treacherous because you refuse to stay in class.
Okay, it's going a little long now.
It's a little wordy.
I know. You're not sorry for attending such a gorgeous concert,
I'm
but
losing it.
I promise you this is not a hoax.
All right.
All you had to do was stay
The joke's over.
in
All right.
class. I hope this is not a blank space. I hope there is not a blank space in your seat Friday morning. It could be a cruel summer. Why the hell did he, why did he put a Bananarama song in there?
Hey, don't bring
Hold on
Bananarama
a
into
minute.
this.
Why the hell did he put a Bananarama song in there?
I mean, doesn't Taylor have a... Or no, it's just Bananarama. Is it a remake of Bananarama
I
song?
don't know, but
Better not be.
apparently Taylor Swift has a song called "Cruel Summer."
I had no idea.
Neither did I.
They're all cruel.
If, as far as I'm concerned, there is only one cruel summer,
Yes. From the
and that's Bananarama
from the Karate Kid.
and "Cruel Summer." Hey, Andrew, how long is it going to take you to play "Cruel Summer"?
Is it not in our system?
Oh my
I find
God,
that very difficult to
dude!
find.
It's in the system. What the hell is this?
Is this Cruel Summer?
Oh, this is her "Cruel Summer."
Oh, I don't want to hear Taylor Swift.
No, I want to hear
version.
Bananarama's
Yeah,
"Cruel
I mean,
Summer."
Hold on, Andrew.
All of her songs sound the same to me.
If you prioritize being a Swiftie over being in class, you belong with me in school. Please don't make me see red
All right, Addison, enough.
with your absence forever and always. It's another song title. Hillsborough Superintendent Addison Davis.
Addison, how much time?
I mean, okay, first of all, Superintendent, you don't know when to let a joke go.
You know what?
You were funny at first.
You want to know what I want to do with this guy? I want to grab some chalkboard erasers that haven't been cleaned and banged out in 3 years.
Right.
I want to do it right in his face.
Oh, Addison.
It's a little aggressive. They don't
Well,
use
that would be
chalkboards
fun.
anymore. You know that, right?
They don't have chalkboards anymore.
Well, they don't have like chalk. They have like marker boards. My kid has a digital board.
Yeah, start from the beginning. Start in the beginning. Go ahead. Hit it from the beginning. Why is this in deadpan mono? Hey, that's in. No, that's. Oh, it is on my end. Hang on.
It's at your end.
There we go. The button was pushed for mono.
Hey, must be take a worm for a walk week. LaRusso.
So
I get it. Yeah, it's a Karate Kid
the
reference.
public school supervisor getting in on the Taylor Swift, the overboard action here. All right, you okay over there, Froggy?
Yeah, I'm good. Now the Hal left.
Dude, you're still wearing the Hal jacket.
Oh. All right, here, Hal.
Dude, you almost knocked the studio window out of the frame.
That's because that joke was so funny. I couldn't even take it. I lost control of my body and my systems.
Apparently, so did you wet yourself?
Yeah, both.
one and two in your pants right now?
The whole thing.
Still there right
the
now.
whole
Boy.
menu of services he spilled.
Hey, I teased this item yesterday, and I thought this was a good public service announcement. If you allow your kids to swim, so if your kids are swimmers, they're in the pool, there is a swim teacher, swim expert that is saying that under no circumstances should you do this. If your kids are swimmers, this is something that your kids should not wear in the pool. This is not going to take this is like a 1 minute deal here.
I saw this and I thought it was like crap when I read the headline and the first couple of paragraphs. Then I saw the photos.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, she's right.
Nikki Scarnati is a certified infant swimming instructor and is making a big splash. Hey, Hal.
It doesn't stop.
I can't take it. We're going to heart attack.
You know, the Hillsborough County Superintendent of Schools is all infectious on me over here. All right, so this certified infant swimming instructor is saying, whatever you do, never put your kid in a blue bathing suit in the pool.
Why?
Because the blue bathing suit blends in with the water, and you want a different color than a blue bathing suit.
Yeah, I mean, if the kid's in the water or needs in distress, a foot or 2 feet down into the water, even deeper,
you might not see it as easily if your kid is wearing a blue bathing suit. So this certified infant swim instructor is saying never, ever, ever put your kid, whether it's an infant swimmer, a toddler swimmer, a young kid swimmer, don't put your kids in blue bathing suits because they tend to blend in. You want a different color to be able to quickly and easily identify them in the water. And in fact, even posted images of blue bathing suits of kids, pretending like they're underwater and in distress, and how you just can't see the blue as well as you can see a different color bathing suit.
it's almost more of that light blue, sky blue pool color, but it blends right in.
So take that as you will. Fester, leave it to you to send me all the food stories. Yesterday you sent me the fact that Entenmann's Bakery, they're now getting into the ice cream business.
Froggy, have you heard this big news?
No.
Oh, this was breaking news.
Entenmann's Bakery is getting into the ice cream game.
Ooh.
And now everything ice cream related is very important to me.
Yeah.
So,
how about, are they going to have the ultimate crumb cake flavor?
see, that's what that was my question yesterday.
This was breaking
That's
news
my
yesterday.
favorite.
Entenmann's crumb cake was like my grandfather's go-to cake. You want a piece of Entenmann's?
Yes.
And we finally figured out, I was having trouble describing my favorite I couldn't think of the damn word.
I said the word and you said no.
No, but you're right. So what I had brought up regarding Entenmann's, and Entenmann's started really up in New York. And,
Right.
I grew up in New York until I was 11. Fester, you grew up in New York until you were
About the same age.
about the same age.
Yeah.
Because you lived out on Long Island, right?
Out of Long Island.
Hey,
where do
I'm
you guys-
from New York.
I'm Lindenhurst.
So you're from Lindenhurst,
My
Long
mother
Island.
went to Farmingdale High School.
I'm sure she did.
Why are you talking like
My father dropped out of Lindenhurst High School. He's like, I don't need to learn this reading.
And then he worked at Grumman, right?
There you go. They never made him read. Never made him read. So
Wait, you said your dad was illiterate?
he was a functioning illiterate.
No, he was he?
No, it's funny. He just wasn't a strong reader.
I think it's also functional illiterate. All right, so I couldn't think of the Entenmann's cake that I loved. And then Entenmann's expanded outside of New York. Because I remember we were all excited when I left New York when I was 11 and we moved to Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Kids, good news. We could get Entenmann's in Virginia.
Dad says, I just bought a factory in Portsmouth, Virginia. So we moved down seriously, like 1976, we moved down to Virginia Beach, where I grew up in my very formative years. But we were all excited as soon as like Entenmann's started making its way to like Farm Fresh and Below and the supermarkets we had down there. And it was like the biggest news of all time. Oh my God, the Entenmann's cakes are now in Virginia Beach. So
Wow.
the one that my mom used to always buy. Yesterday, I'm like trying to describe this
You
thing.
said it had nooks and crannies
It was like
and
a
raspberry.
It was a flat cake, and it had all these like nooks and crannies, and it had raspberry jam in it.
And I looked at you and I was like, are you talking about a Danish? And you're like, no, that's not it.
well, that's what it was.
Okay.
It was
Danish.
it was the big square Entenmann's Danish that my mom always had. I mean, we were even eating that when it was like sitting on the counter for a week and a half and it was growing mold.
It was super stale.
You know it never lasted that long. Those Danishes are good.
Anyway, so Fester brings me a brand new food story. Now McDonald's is going to launch a strawberry shortcake McFlurry.
How good does that sound?
I love strawberry stuff.
I know.
But hold on a minute. The McFlurries, the ice cream, come out of the McDonald's ice cream machines.
Right.
And the McDonald's ice cream machines, it's been a whole thing how a lot of times they're broken more than they're working. Have they fixed that yet? And remember, there was a website. There was an actual, it might still be around. I don't know if McDonald's had the guy killed or something, but there was a website. You could go online and it was like a map of the United States and it showed you which McDonald's had their Taylor ice cream machines broken and not working.
Did you see the video of the guy who they told that he wanted an ice cream? They said the machine's broken and he got so mad that he leaned over and started pushing the machine and the ice cream started coming out?
I remember there was a woman that jumped over the counter and put her mouth underneath the machine while she was pulling the handle. That might have been just a drunk. That might have been a drunk incident.
Okay. That's the guy who was told he couldn't have ice cream. So he just
oh my God!
Say it again, Froggy.
It's called. What's the name of the video? Man destroys McDonald's ice cream machine.
McDonald man destroy. I think English is their second language here. It reads McDonald man destroy ice cream machine.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. And they told him he couldn't have one. He's like, I bet you it works. And he leans over, he starts pushing it. This ice, all this ice cream starts coming out.
No, but that's a thing.
All right, so the website is
the number of broken McDonald's ice cream machines. Like right now, are you on the website? Right
it's
here?
called McBroken.com.
McBroken.com. And right now, it looks like all of the McDonald's on Gulf to Bay, it looks like all their machines are broken. Because it has a red dot.
Red dots on Gulf to Bay. The one on Southdale Mabry. That's not Southdale Mabry. Oh, but there is one. It does look like the one you were pointing more toward Brandon over there. But there's a red dot. It looks like the McDonald's near Southdale Mabry and Euclid. It looks like that one is busted. That one's busted right now. A couple in Temple Terrace have issues.
We ought to call the store and ask them I wonder if the map is accurate. But seriously, this became such a thing that the McFlurry machines, that the ice cream machines were out of service, that someone started a website with a map that showed...
How do they know?
Green dots and red dots.
People must report it when they go to order one. And they say... It's like when people were on Waze, when people say there's a cop here.
Right now in the Tampa Bay area, according to this map, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12... 13, 14, 15. It looks like 16 McDonald's ice cream machines are broken right now. So how do you... this sounds delicious. The new McDonald's strawberry shortcake McFlurry. But if I've got 17 locations in the immediate Tampa Bay area that the machines are allegedly broken, that kind of puts the damper on the launch of the strawberry shortcake McFlurry, doesn't it?
Listen, this debuted yesterday. I did not know this until the evening time. It took everything in my power to not leave my house at 11 o'clock last night and get one. I'm going to get one today.
Good luck.
Well, just make sure you don't go to a red dot McDonald's.
I will definitely consult McBroken.com before I go.
McBroken.
Here, look, the McDonald's right by the radio station. That one's working.
Oh, the one right here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a green dot.
Ooh.
Yeah, the one, that's a block down from us, right on 4th Street.
That's where I'll go.
Or you can just go to Culver's. All right. Moving along. Thundra. And, of course, Fester has an...
Thundra.
What?
Fester's face when you say that word.
Okay.
I love Thundra.
How can we help Thundra?
Thundra, you got to hear this. I'm wondering how many people are having the same deal. So she puts up a video which someone sent me. I'm like, where did this go? Thundra didn't even send this to me.
Do you follow her on Instagram?
I don't. A listener sent me the link to this. Hey, isn't this Thundra? Thundra has been on the show numerous times, and she'll offer up. I got to do Rock the Cash Box. Thundra will do
some dream interpretation, in the past.
Psychic stuff, dream interpretation. She gets along very well with Roxanne. Hey, I'll explain in a second.
Roxanne gets along well with everybody.
Yeah, she does.
There is sound. She put a video online with a major problem she's having. And I'm wondering how many other people have this issue. All right, it's 8:04, and it is now time to rock the cash box. So I'm a little late on this, but you have until 8:15 anyway. So this hour's word is sight. That's S-I-T-E, not like you're using your eyes for sight, a sight like a sight plan. So the word is sight, S-I-T-E. Text the word sight, S-I-T-E, nationwide to 45911 right now before 8:15 for a shot at $1,000 cash. You can also enter it on the Q105 app or at myQ105.com. So the word is sight, S-I-T-E, texted nationwide 45911. So that's the 8 o'clock word. Good luck. Then we'll do it again at 10 o'clock right after the morning show, then 12 noon, then 3 p.m., then 5 p.m. It's Rock the Cash Box, and you're shot to win $1,000 multiple times a day right here on Q105. All right, back over to Thundra. She posted this video that a listener made me aware of. I must have a ton of hits already, because if I have listeners that are stumbling across this saying, hey, this is the Thundra Dream Interpreter, isn't it? I'm like, yeah. So I sent the link to Andrew. Andrew, our producer, he downloads the audio, and I'm watching this. I'm like, this is a nightmare. How many people have had this problem? And it has to do with buying merch from a well-known retailer. It happens to be Coach. So Coach purses and Coach stuff. But it doesn't seem like it's Coach's fault. She paid via PayPal. And it seems like PayPal has just ripped her off sideways and won't give her her money back after Coach refunded. Here, listen to the story. This is crazy.
I made several purchases last June from Coach Outlet. I ordered quite a few different items, and I was going to decide what I wanted, because the Coach store is like 4 or 5 hour drive from me because I live in the boonies. So I ordered a few different items. I decided what I wanted, and then I sent back, I think, 3 different things. I received 2 emails in July stating that Coach had refunded my purchase to PayPal because that's who I paid through. I never got this refund on PayPal, and so I contacted Coach because I thought the problem was on their end. Not exaggerating, I spent between July and December 12 to 15 hours on the phone with Coach.
My God, 12 to 15 between July and December of last year? Trying to figure out, hey, return the merchandise, where's my refund?
Multiple phone calls, talking to multiple supervisors, everybody kept telling me something different. So finally, a Coach supervisor did a conference call with PayPal, and they said that the problem was on PayPal's end, and PayPal admitted this. They said that the funds had come through from Coach, and they were yet to be released to me, so that I needed to file a dispute with PayPal and ask for them to release the funds. This was in December because it took me that long to figure out what the hell was going on. So I filed a dispute in early January, like January 2nd. They immediately rejected it, and they said, oh, you can't file a dispute after 180 days. I'm
My God. This is like a nightmare. Hold on, listen.
Well, I just found out, and y'all have my money. This isn't like I'm trying to get a refund on something I bought forever ago and never returned and changed my mind a year later. I've been trying to actively get my money now since last July. So I called PayPal and got on the phone with somebody. I explained everything. They looked at all the documentation, and I've had 2 people from PayPal now say, oh yeah, we can see, we have your money. We need to release the funds, file a dispute. So I filed 2 disputes, and now they've both been rejected. And there's nothing else I can do.
What the hell? Is this how PayPal makes money?
Just by keeping people's funds who wait over the 100 days?
Exactly.
Oh, man.
What a mess. Here, listen to the conclusion.
I've racked my brain. Coach gave them my money, and they are literally holding my money hostage, and they won't give it back to me, and I don't know what...
It's like money heist.
Do you call a lawyer? I don't know of any PayPal class action suits out there.
Now, Thunder lives in the boonies somewhere.
Like in Wisconsin or Minnesota.
Michigan, Minnesota.
One of those
she
states.
lives in the boonies as she's told us in the past. So, I was going to say, like better call Benkin or something. Or call the I-Team investigators at Channel 28 or something.
There's like Better Call Beavers. Yeah, because she's so far up in the woods.
Better. I mean, I don't know. Help. I don't even know if they have TV up there, wherever the hell she is. So I don't even know if there's like some kind of consumer activist reporter you can call.
Where she live with the inbred Whitakers? Where she live?
No, I think the Whitakers are in West Virginia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hang on. There's 30 more seconds here.
What else I can do? And it's like quite a bit of money. It's not like I'm rolling in it over here. So at this point, I don't even know what to do to get my money back because PayPal has literally stolen from me. And nobody that I've talked to, called, emailed, like everybody's admitting we have your funds. But then when I file the dispute, it gets rejected. So
you know what it sounds like? It sounds like it's some computer thing. And if you get a hold of somebody at PayPal, I'm guessing you're getting somebody named, some fake name of like Jerry.
It's all overseas
in the Philippines or something,
all
right?
Overseas.
Yeah. You know what? Hello, this is Peggy. Yeah, right. Okay. Sure, yeah.
Hello,
show me
Peggy.
your birth certificate if you even have those over there. All right. So, I'd love to hear from our listeners. Has anyone been through like this PayPal nightmare? Has anyone tried to get money back? She seems like she's caught in this circular trap here of trying to get money back.
You call, they see it, file a dispute. She files it, it gets rejected. She's back to square one.
I mean, anyone have any advice? Has this happened to anyone in the past? That Coach refunded her money to PayPal, and now PayPal, it's like they're a bunch of hoodlums over there. Like they've stolen her money. They won't give her the money back.
How did she not see this coming?
What money are you talking about?
That's right. She is a psychic.
I mean, come on.
No, I think she's more of a dream interpreter. Hold on. If anyone has any insight here, or has anyone had any experience or anything similar, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. That's how you join us. 800-990-1047. All right, 10 more seconds here.
Well, I don't even know what to do at this point. Has anybody had this happen to them or can suggest what the hell I can do? Because this is ridiculous. And it makes me wonder how many people they've done this to. This is like outrageous to me.
So there you go. What do you do? I mean, I got to be honest. I was kind of fascinated by the story. How many millions and millions of dollars is PayPal like hijacking? And how many people never get the money back? And what is that? That money just goes to the PayPal bottom line?
It's got to be a revenue stream. It's got to be something on their bottom line, yeah.
Hold on. Scott's in Lakeland. Oh my God. Look at the phones.
Oh, my God. Every line.
Every line just went boom. I tell you what, if it's ringing, just give Andrew a second to screen your call. Let me start with Scott in Lakeland. Hey, Scott, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
How you doing?
Yes, Scott.
So back in the day when I was selling on eBay, I used to sell a lot on eBay. We were doing $1 million a year back in the 90s.
Oh, you're doing what?
$1 million a year back in the 90s.
You're selling $1 million a year on eBay?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, is this Scott? Is this Scott, the pawn shop guy?
It is.
Oh, hey, Scott, how you doing? From West Coast Pawn, right?
Yep.
Yeah, in Lakeland. All right, go ahead, Scott.
So, hold on one second. I'm trying to get my granddaughter out to school. So, we woke up one day. PayPal froze my account with $243,000 in it.
What?
They wanted receipts where I bought everything from. So back then...
What, they think you were some racket ripping off Walmart and Target and then selling it on eBay?
Yeah, so back then we hit all the good yard sales, pawn shops, the flea markets, and resell it all on eBay. But it took me a lawyer. I had to get a lawyer. It cost me $12,000. It took me 4 months to get my money back. So I transferred all the money. Once I got control of my money, I transferred all the money back out of my account, and I left like $10,000 in there. 2 weeks later, they froze that.
What the hell? So, listen, I guess the moral of the story is avoid PayPal like the plague?
Exactly.
That's unbelievable.
So PayPal is not a government insured entity.
Yeah.
They can do whatever they want to whoever they want for any reason they want. There's nothing you or anybody else can do about it.
Yeah, that sucks. Also with eBay, with new eBay policies, didn't you have to give them like control of your bank account or something?
Well, PayPal doesn't do payments for eBay anymore. They got eBay does their own payments.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is the bottom line is they just don't care. I mean I call them so much. Their number is 402-935-2017.
Wow. It's like 813-310-8444.
It's like Fester's cell phone.
Listen, there's a website called PayPalSucks.org. Take a look at that sometime. You won't be able to sleep for a week.
PayPal. Wait a minute. There are PayPalSucks.org, and it's a website with all these horror stories?
All right, there's stories in there that make mine look like it never existed.
Oh, my God. Scott, thanks for the call, man. Keep in touch. Yeah, he owns West Coast Gun and Pawn in Lakeland. Alan is in Spring Hill. Hey, Alan.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing well.
Listen, most generally your PayPal account is linked to your bank, and if that payment came out of her bank, she should be able to go through her bank and have them investigate and do a reversal on it.
We'll pass it along. I don't know if Thunder listens every morning, but we'll send her a message and tell her to listen to the podcast and hear all these calls and advice. Thank you, Alan. Kay is in St. Pete. Hey, Kay.
Good morning, MJ.
Hey, good morning.
I sent a direct message to the MJ Morning Show Facebook chat a year ago about the same situation. About this PayPal situation.
Hey, Kay, can you pick up? Hey, Kay, your speaker's a little wacky. Can you pick up the regular phone?
Is this better?
About 1,000%. Yes. All right, go ahead.
Sorry. Okay. I was saying I sent an. Hold on, I got to turn my radio down. Okay. I was saying I sent a direct message to the MJ Morning Show Facebook chat a year ago.
Well, Fester runs that. Fester, did you get a Facebook chat?
We get a bunch of them.
Go ahead, Kay.
I don't know.
I'm sure you do.
Whatever. Okay.
So my friend she uses PayPal. She does like a bunch of online freelance jobs, and they all pay through PayPal. And so she was using, PayPal to get her payments, and they froze her account, held on to her money, and sent her a letter saying she could no longer do business with PayPal. And I think this was in like February of 2021. So actually, it's 2 years ago. So she did eventually get it cleared up and was able to use her PayPal account again. I think it took her like 3 or 4 months.
That is insane. Hey, Thank you, Kay. Appreciate it. Look at the phones have exploded. Jennifer's in Clearwater. Jennifer, MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning. How are you?
We are well. Do you have a PayPal payment nightmare story?
No, but I just think that there has to be something that she can do. Sue them.
I mean, just the expenditure, getting a lawyer. I don't know how much money it is, but a bunch of items from Coach, it's got to be hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, several $100s at least. But here's the thing. They have their policy, Jennifer. They say you can't do something after 180 days. They're following their policies.
But it took her time to get things resolved with Coach. And then, she's like caught in this circular nightmare here.
Right. So I understand the whole 180-day thing, but she's actively been trying to get her money back, and they say they have. Let it go. I mean, if they're not going to give it back to her, then sue them.
Thanks, Jen. Appreciate it. Rhonda's in Tampa. Hey, Andrew, I'm just going to take like 3-4 more calls, and then I got to move on. Rhonda, Tampa, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning. How are you guys?
We are well. Go ahead, Rhonda.
Okay, so this wasn't as complex as the other caller, but we had an eBay business, and we bought a Coach wallet for like $12, right?
Yeah.
So we put it on eBay and we sold it. I don't know. I think we got like $75, and the person kept our wallet. And eBay, we were going back and forth with eBay, PayPal, and they were like, "Yeah, we're sorry, we can't give you your money back." And here's the thing: I'm not going to sue because it's $12. But
well, hold on. What happened with the buyer of the wallet?
Yeah, well, the buyer of the wallet said that it wasn't like what he wanted, right? And so we were like, okay, that's fine, just send it back, right? He said that he sent it back.
Oh, so he said he sent the wallet back, then he also got refunded for the purchase, right?
Yeah, with our money, and we told them no, and they could see everything, but PayPal refused to give us our money back.
That sucks. So, listen, ultimately, you were just out $12, but still, that sucks. Thank you, Rhonda. Appreciate it. Josh is in Wesley Chapel. Hey, Josh.
Hey, guys. How are you doing today?
Good. What happened to you?
So it was actually my wife. So she gets Starbucks quite a bit, and the Starbucks app links to PayPal. So if you go on her PayPal history, she has only ever used it at Starbucks. Well, about 3 months ago, we wake up and she has a message that says her refund for a penny has been accepted. So she immediately called PayPal, said there was something fraudulent about it. They said, don't worry about it. The next day, we had a $60 charge come out of PayPal for some coins that apparently someone said she bought in California.
So they were like testing your account with a 1 penny transaction to make sure it was good, and then they rip you off for 60.
And then we spent the next 2 weeks talking to PayPal, and at the end of the day, they said there was nothing they could do about it. It was a valid transaction, and we were basically SOL.
Yeah, that sucks. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate it. All right, last call on this. Ken is in Wesley Chapel. Hey, Ken, MJ Morning Show, you're on.
So when I first started my business, people would ask me to take credit cards, and I didn't at the time, but I ended up signing up with PayPal because they had a credit card transaction, company at the time. They've since gotten rid of that branch. But when I grew to the point where I was getting more and more credit card transactions, they put a hold on my account. And the problem with that was it was a large amount of money, and when I called them, they said they wanted tracking numbers to show that I had, shipped these items. And I said, well, I'm not, when I signed up, I'm not a shipper. Like, this is a repair business. I don't ship things. And they didn't accept that, and they said, no, we...
Well, they think you were like a money launderer or something?
Something.
Yeah.
And so they wanted to put a huge hold on this for, over 90 days, 120 days, something ridiculous. But the one thing they would let me do was refund my customers. And so I just talked to all my customers, and I just had them refund everything, and I ended up signing up with a different processor. And so I just cut their legs out from under them and went back to my customers and worked it out that way. But they're backwards.
What a mess. Ken, thanks for the call. Wow. And if you're just tuning in, Thundra, who's done like some dream interpretations on the show and like some psychic stuff, she can't get her money from PayPal. She bought from Coach. Coach refunded the money to PayPal, and now PayPal won't give her the money back. I mean, it's insane. It's like robbery. It's like she's been in a heist. Like she's been like jacked over the head with a bat and ripped off by PayPal. That's crazy. Hey, moving along here, did you see that Arnold Schwarzenegger was so fed up with a pothole in his LA neighborhood that they would not fix that he was out there yesterday fixing the pothole himself?
Yeah, I'm all for that. I'm all for people doing their own road work.
My goodness, he could lift that thing. He's strong still, right?
So there was an enormous pothole in the Brentwood area. Brentwood is sort of between Hollywood and like Beverly Hills, Brentwood. And massive pothole. And apparently they've been trying to get this thing filled for a very long time with no action from the city of Los Angeles. So Arnold took it in his own hands and fixed the pothole.
I'll do it myself.
He picked up a shovel, did it himself. Now, and keep in mind, Arnold Schwarzenegger, not just, major movie star. Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor of California. Was he a two-term governor?
I think he was reelected.
I think he might have been two-term governor. Is there audio on this?
Yeah, this is off of Arnold.
Yeah. All right, roll the video back. Listen, they went to a store and they bought the Quick Crate asphalt bags. So I didn't even know that Quick Crate made asphalt patching as well.
You're not in the business of patching potholes in your neighborhood yet. I mean, they have shovels. I think they have like a hammer jack or.
All right, roll it back. I want to play the audio here. Roll it back to the very beginning. Listen to this. Here's video. So they've added music.
A porno or what?
Yeah. That's what it sounds like.
Let me borrow your porno music.
I'm going to take my pants off now while I'm shoveling. Listen, come on, Arnold, talk. So it's video of him patching the hole. Oh, they even put traffic cones out.
You're welcome. You have to do it yourself. I mean, this is crazy.
For 3 weeks, I've been waiting for this hole to be closed. And,
There's a passing motorist thanking Arnold Schwarzenegger for patching the hole.
He's got all the equipment, too.
He's got a couple of guys out there helping him. I don't know if he picked up the day laborers at Home Depot off of Pico Boulevard or something.
I like how he rocks the Terminator glasses.
He's wearing the Terminator glasses.
I'll do it to myself.
Exactly.
That looks like crap.
And that's the video. He didn't really say much.
It looked worse.
So here's the thing. The city is pissed.
Well, too freaking bad.
Because it wasn't a pothole.
But if there's a long trench hole in the road that people are wrecking their tires and rims on. And now, listen to this. So there are two stories here. Hold on to your item because this explains what the city is saying. The actor, former California governor, tweeted a video Tuesday of him and a helper using packaged concrete, or it was, quickcrete asphalt repair, to fix the road in Brentwood. Today, after the whole neighborhood has been upset about this giant pothole that's been screwing up cars and bicycles for weeks, I went out with my team and fixed it. So I guess, Arnold has a team of road repair guys.
Yeah, he's got a couple of guys. Hey, guys.
I need my road crew.
And today we're going to fill potholes.
Yeah, he wrote on Twitter, he posted the video, I always say, let's not complain, let's do something about it. Here you go. And then, of course, you heard the neighbor rolling down the window saying, thanks. And Schwarzenegger's like, you're welcome. And
if it's back, I'll be back.
I remember when I was in Los Angeles, I don't even know if they still exist. But when I was in L.A., I was in Los Angeles in 1989, 1990, and 91. I worked for pirate radio out there. And I remember there was, I guess it was the predecessor to Home Depot, or there was a store, there was like a chain of stores for home improvements.
Sure.
And it was like Home Depot or Lowe's, but it was called like Home Club.
All right.
And it was Home Club, and they had the coolest jingle. They used the Addams Family music. And it was like, da-da-da-da.
Home Club.
It was like, do it yourself. Do it yourself, do it yourself, do it yourself.
Oh, that's great.
And it was like the Home Club family, or whatever it was. They were using Adams. I don't even know what happened to the freaking Home Club. I don't even know if they're still in business.
Money laundering. They went out of business. Big sex scandal.
Got sued by creators of the Addams Family.
No idea. But hey, Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Morticia sued everybody.
Did it himself. The thing hand went fixed the hole itself.
All right, so the city of Los Angeles.
So L.A. is pissed at Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, a spokesman for the city of Los Angeles says, this is not a pothole. It's a service trench.
What is that?
SoCal Gas is running gas lines, and they need access to that.
But
what if it causes an explosion?
Well, hang on a minute. That's one of the things I wanted to point out. Now, as far as it being a service trench, well, you got to fill in your service trench at some point. So you can't have this giant gully in the road. Oh, that's a service trench. So that's what the city of L.A. is saying?
They said it's a service trench related to active permitted work being performed by SoCal Gas.
Well, then you put sand or dirt down.
Have you ever seen a hole in the road and they have like a big sheet of steel?
They put the metal plate.
Yeah, it's like 1 inch bump up, 1 inch bump down.
They put a big metal plate over some stuff.
Put that down.
Instead, their cars, it went across like the whole lane of traffic, and it's causing people to damage tires and wheels, and I guess bicycle riders are flipping over their handlebars.
That's awful.
Come on, you can't have like an open trench for, the city of L.A., the gas department's working on the line here. What, for weeks and weeks and weeks? So what, are they threatening Arnold?
They haven't threatened him yet, but they just wanted to explain what it was. I mean, he used, improvement store grade asphalt.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't.
They think through it in a second.
It looked like hell afterwards.
But it was at least
it was smooth.
The hole was covered at least.
Good.
Yes, Andrew.
Wasn't there a similar situation somewhere in the Bay Area a while back where they planted a tree in the hole?
Okay.
We're
going to do that here.
I remember the story. I can't remember. Oh, Fester found the Home Club commercials.
Did I find it?
Hey, hold on, right there. Go to the third one down, right there. Yeah, hang on a minute.
We'll
get an ad. All right, hang on. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Skip it!
I can't wait.
Skip it!
Even non-members save big at the Home Club. April 6th. A comparison of the Home Club's non-member prices with those at Target reveals big savings.
Oh, look, Rubbermaid wastebasket, $9.29 at Target, $6.70 at the Home Club.
Triox for
Are they going to give me? I want the jingle.
This isn't it.
Go to the end. Go to the end of the. Go to the end.
On because at the Home Club, you save on everything, every day.
No, I want the jingle.
I gotta find it.
All right, go to that one there. Maybe that has the jingle.
I'm not your ordinary garden variety.
All right, go to the end. Go to the very end.
How-to booklets on over 90 subjects.
I can't imagine they're going to do that, G.
Those experts.
Come on, I want.
Home Club, no membership. Everyone gets...
No, I want the Addams Family jingle. Where the hell's the Addams Family jingle?
Why don't you type in
Do
Addams,
it yourself.
the
Do it for less. Do it yourself. The Home Club.
Home Club Addams Family jingle.
Yeah.
I'm in the search process, Froggy.
I want the freaking. Now I got the jingle in my head. I got to hear the jingle.
Addams Family.
Oh,
menu
no,
at
everything
IHOP.
Addams Family's coming up. All right, find it later for me. So, but the question is, with Arnold Schwarzenegger fixing the hole, do you think this created any liability issue? Like, if, let's say, there was a problem and maybe the repair was substandard, it caused an accident, you know. Hey, there's a pothole in my neighborhood that keeps popping up, and they haven't solved the core problem. They keep filling the pothole. You know what happened? There's a drainage problem on it's not on my street. It's like 3 streets over.
Yeah.
But I walk this every day.
The one with the big puddle all the time?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? So in my neighborhood, there's always it doesn't even rain. It's like from the sprinkler systems.
I was like, where does this puddle come from? It hasn't rained in 3 months.
Exactly. And there's water in the street. Well, because of the irrigation systems of the houses nearby. And this particular street has like no sewers, no drainage. The water collects, and the pothole opens up. There's like a foot deep pothole that opens up. The city of Tampa comes out and they just fill it in. And it usually goes for weeks and weeks where, you know, people are damaging their tires and rims and everything, their wheels. And the city of Tampa comes back out, they fill it in, and then 2 months later, it's all chewed out again.
You know,
and it's like, you got to fix the core root problem here and not put a Band-Aid on it every time.
You are lucky that Taylor Swift is now the honorary mayor of Tampa.
Yeah.
Because she could get something done in
Tell
City
you what,
Hall.
Taylor Swift clearly is in town already. Who knows where Taylor Swift is? I need to talk to Taylor Swift right now and get the pothole problem fixed.
So we had people call us and to tell us that her folks live in Apollo Beach. I had several people send us text messages today, MJ, say that Taylor has a penthouse condo in downtown St. Petersburg. I haven't heard that before.
Wow, she must be a big fan.
I haven't heard that, really.
I haven't heard that. We got like 2 texts. Not
Is that true?
I mean, I don't
Hold
know.
on. Does anyone know? Is that true? Does Taylor Swift have a penthouse condo in downtown St. Pete? Or does anyone have any secret Taylor Swift news?
Because you know her lawn guys out there. You know if Taylor Swift owns the property or something.
I don't think if Taylor Swift has a penthouse in St. Pete that she has a lawn guy.
It's that big of a penthouse.
There's a lawn in there.
She has a lawn.
Out on the terrace?
Where her dog's going to go?
If anyone can confirm, does Taylor Swift really have a penthouse in St. Pete?
Come on, there's no way.
Or if there's any other secret Taylor Swift news that you know.
She's too classy for
this.
this.
Any roadies listening right now?
They want to keep their jobs.
Let's talk about our personal habits. All right, if anyone has anything that you'd like to share regarding all of this Taylor Swift mania, let's go. Fire up the phones. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. So 800-990-1047 is how you get in. Look, lines are ringing.
Oh, what if I was right? Somebody calls and says, yes, Froggy was right. The reason why she always breaks up is because she does fart in her sleep.
Stop.
Could you imagine?
Hang on a minute. We go to phones. Denise is in Brandon. Hey, Denise.
Hi, MJ. I don't know about whether she owns a condo in St. Pete, but I know her father has owned 4 or 5 properties in Apollo Beach and at least has 2 right now in that area and has been here for probably 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, you know, we had a caller yesterday that said that Taylor Swift's dad lives in southern Hillsborough County. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. It's true. A lot of her father's side has extended family in Apollo Beach. So, and they're close to the water, so it wouldn't surprise me if they can just get on a boat and go, into Tampa, and it's easy private access for her.
Hey, thanks for the call. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All the lines are ringing. Andrew can't get to. I just had like 3 lines drop off that were calling. And Andrew can't screen. Andrew, you got to screen them quicker.
All right,
You're having like a whole conversation with somebody over there.
I got a text message from
hold
a
on.
very reliable friend of ours.
All right.
Who knows a thing or two about moving things or two. You know what I mean?
So this person writes, and this is a friend of the show, I heard Taylor's dad has a penthouse in St. Pete.
Yeah, so he might have, he might be the owner, but.
Yeah, he might have properties in Hillsborough County. He might have.
He's a mogul.
A penthouse in St. So maybe it's the father, not Taylor Swift.
Okay.
That has the penthouse. Hey, do you want to hear something really kind of sad? I saw this. I'm like, yeah, it happened a long time ago, but this is terrible. It's like a body shaming deal. And we're dealing with this particular age. I'm like, what the hell? Andrew's still taking Taylor Swift calls. So if you have anything good, put it on hold. So you know who Jenna, Froggy, who's Jenna Hager Bush?
Jenna Hager Bush.
I'm sorry. Jenna Bush Hager.
Oh, I have no idea who that is. Sammy Hagar's daughter.
No, it's not.
No, she's on the Today Show.
Yeah.
She's the daughter of the Bushes.
Right. So who's her dad?
George.
Yeah, George W. Bush.
Oh, man, I thought you were going to say like the baked bean mogul.
Do you know that Jenna Bush Hager revealed that her 7th grade boyfriend saw her in a bathing suit and then broke up with her?
Wow, that guy's hardcore.
7th grade.
That's awful. This was just.
Why wouldn't you break up with her? Because she's cross-eyed.
Recently, she's not cross-eyed.
She's not?
I think
No.
Barbara's the cross-eyed one.
Guys, I don't. What?
Are you kidding me? Look at Jenna. She's
All right,
cross-eyed.
listen, we don't need to talk about any. All right, here's the deal.
I don't care. It makes her look hot.
I need to see a picture of Jenna
I'm
right now.
trying to blast body shaming here.
Oh, no,
and
no.
you're
I
bringing
think it's
up
hot. I have a fetish for cross-eyes. I do.
I got a website for you then.
The hell's the matter with you?
So do not type in Jenna Bush cross-eyed into Google. I'm just saying, don't do that.
All right, listen to the story. My God, you're derailing me over here.
Is she looking at you or the clock on
So-
the wall?
all right,
Froggy?
stop.
Oh, my God.
So-
That picture's crazy.
Jenna Bush Hager from the Today Show revealed recently that her 7th grade boyfriend broke up with her after seeing her in a bathing suit. She said it's so interesting because people really do hit you right where it hurts. She said, I had a boyfriend in the 7th grade who broke up with me after we went swimming together after he saw me in a bathing suit. What the hell could a 7th grade boyfriend be not happy with a 7th grade girl is what, 12?
13?
13 years old maybe? Yes. That's insane.
I wonder what that guy is doing these days.
Yeah, she's doing the 3rd hour of Today's Show.
Yeah, what is he doing?
So when she's like 13, her father's what, governor of Texas? You go over to the governor mansion for a swim and you dump his daughter?
What the hell? I mean, that's insane. All right, I guess some Jeopardy fans are all ticked off because they're saying that this was the easiest Final Jeopardy question like ever.
Final Jeopardy's funny that way. Sometimes the answers, they make them to be hard. They want them to be hard, I guess, but sometimes they're really obvious.
All right, so here it is. Listen to this. And, I mean, I did not see the show, but I've heard this audio. And, of course, I knew what it was immediately.
We've arrived at Final Jeopardy, where famous names is the category today. Here's the clue. In 1966, the year of his death, he shared plans for an experimental prototype community in Florida. 30 seconds. Good luck.
Oh, man.
God, who is it?
Oh, my God. Who could it possibly be?
Hold on.
In
No, really,
1966, sharing plans.
MJ, stop.
What?
Froggy, who is it?
Oh, my God.
Hold on. Are you making a joke or?
Did he have a pencil-thin mustache in his later stages?
I'll give you a hint.
A little Salvador Dali-ish?
Yeah.
He loved smoking.
Loved
smoking.
Boom, boom.
Does his name rhyme with malt?
Malt?
It does rhyme with malt.
I have no idea.
Love smoking, an affection for rodents.
And trains.
He would ride a train with a rodent, if you know what I mean.
And a little boy in green tights?
Yes,
Yeah.
with a growing nose.
I really don't know.
No,
You're not talking about Pinocchio?
no, the green tights is Peter Pan.
Oh.
You could see his pan.
Yeah.
Well,
his panis. His Peter Panis.
I think I know. Ooh, I know.
Who is it, Froggy?
Sir Walt Disney.
Rachel Clark, the champion, in third place with a very respectable 10,200. Her response? Who is Walt Disney? Yes, the experimental prototype community of tomorrow became Epcot. So you're going to add to that 10,002, 1201, bringing you to 11,401.
Thank you, Ken.
PJ Brennan was in second place.
Did they all get it?
They all
Walt
get it.
Disney?
It's such an obvious answer if you think about it.
This guy sucks.
He's going to add 10,600, 22,000.
And the final one says Phil Universal.
With $22,400. Did you know it was Walt Disney?
Jerry Gatorland.
And what was the wager? $1,400.
Yeah, is it Jerry Gatorland? It's Jimmy Dino World.
It's Donnie Dino World.
Donnie Dino World.
Jimmy came in years later, thought he was part of the family, had DNA tests to prove that he wasn't.
On the Hollywood, on the celebrity front, are they really doing a Barbie movie this summer?
Where the hell have you
What
been?
are you talking about?
You live under a rock?
I told you the story about Margie Robbo's feet.
Have you seen the photos that have leaked of Margot Robbie?
Hang on a minute. I know that you brought up Margot Robbie's feet, but did you mention it was
Barbie?
So Margot Robbie plays the Barbie doll?
Yes.
All right, first of all, what the hell is this movie about?
Barbie.
And her and Ken just getting it on.
But Ken doesn't have a junk.
Well, that's the point. When I saw the story about that
has to be a part of the movie.
Well, who's playing Ken?
What's his name? Ryan Gosling Jr.?
All right, now, when they pull Ken's I need a scene where they pull Ken's pants down and it's smooth.
Yes.
I bet you there has to be a
He's
joke
a
about
eunuch.
that.
I mean, come on, they've got to because that was when I was a kid, like with my G.I. Joe dolls and my Big Jim doll. There was no Big Jim down there, man.
No.
With dolls that I had and those Mego dolls, like the Star Wars dolls back in like the mid-'70s, you pull down their pants, there's no wang. They're schlongless. I mean, and with Ken, it's like this smooth area. It's like, I mean, they've got to address this.
Yeah. So here's the trailer, if you care that much.
God. Are you?
Check out her
This
feet.
just came out. This is what I think it's coming out this summer.
Can I say Margot Robbie ranks very high on WikiFeet?
All right, the following preview has been approved for appropriate audiences by the Motion Picture Association of America. So this is green, so it must be like for all audiences. All right, go ahead, roll it. Here we go. So here's the trailer.
Come on.
All right. From Warner Brothers Pictures. Oh, there's Barbie's legs walking.
Oh.
Yeah, she's got some nice feet. Hello, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Ken.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Ken.
Hi, Ken.
Put the radio blast and goes cruising just as fast as she can now.
I thought I might stay over tonight.
Why?
Because we're girlfriend, boyfriend.
Well, hold on a second. Hit pause. How can Ken have any sex with Barbie? Ken's got a blank spot down there.
Let him tell the joke.
Ken.
Are they about to say the joke?
I don't know, but he's offering to spend the night, and I'm just like, let me interrupt this and talk about his eunuchness.
Why does he have gray hair? How old is he?
Roll it. Hit it.
Why?
Because we're girlfriend, boyfriend.
To do what?
I'm actually not sure.
This summer. And the whole movie, it's like shot in like a plastic, crazy, like fantasy, like Mattel world.
I'm going to see it.
So, Ryan, I have no interest in seeing this.
Oh, yeah.
Hit pause. Oh, you just missed all the
actresses.
You missed all the actors in the movie. But come on, they've got to drop Ken's pants, and he's got to have like a total smooth plastic spot down there with like nothing. There's no there's no junk. There's nothing. Nothing. It's smooth tan plastic on Ryan Gosling's crotch area.
John Cena's in it.
Really?
How could he not
So
be?
America Ferrera, Kate McKinnon of SNL fame, Rhea Perlman's in this thing.
What? Helen Mirren?
John Cena. Who else? I don't know any other names. Dua Lipa's on there.
There's a lot of famous people in this. It looks like a fun movie for, 12
Margot Robbie is outrageous.
Her feet look awesome. Are those feet?
I thought you didn't like feet. What a punk.
But her feet look nice. But are they CGI'd or does she really have nice feet?
Well, she really does. I told you she ranks very high in Wiki feet.
So she does have nice feet. However, she steps out of her high-heeled shoes and her feet stay in that high-heeled position like the doll does.
In reality, they probably aren't even her feet. They probably got somebody with the perfect feet. I mean, she might have a bunion or something. I don't know. I read an article that the Barbie girl fans of the song, the Aqua song, are pissed off that it wasn't in the movie.
Well, remember Aqua? Hello, Barbie.
Yeah, how
I'm
is
a
that
Barbie
not-
girl, and they got sued by Mattel.
So maybe that's the reason.
Maybe there's
Seriously,
some bad blood there.
I think there is. I can't remember what happened, but Mattel sued Aqua for that song, and I can't remember what.
How is it not in the movie?
We'll have a full report on whether who won. Did Mattel or did Aqua and the Barbie song win? Full report coming up in a minute on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Also, they tell you to buckle up when you're in your airplane seat. They tell you when you're seated, buckle up. Guess which star was on a flight and there was extreme turbulence and kablamo. And also, there's a little issue with Jamie Foxx in the hospital. Yeah, hang on. We got a lot of stuff next. Hold on. We're back in minutes on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Don't move. We're back here. Morning Show. All right, 8:58 now, MJ Morning Show, Q105, MJ and the crew, Fester and Froggy here, Roxanne back on Monday. I do have a major MJ Morning Show announcement coming. It's forthcoming. The deal's been put together, just waiting for the right time to drop it. Big, huge MJ Morning Show announcement is coming sometime in the not-too-distant future. The MJ Morning Show and Q105 Rock, the cash box is on. We had a keyword about an hour ago at 8 o'clock, and then we have another special word coming at 10 o'clock. So in just about an hour, another word. So at 10 o'clock, in about an hour, we'll give you the next word, and of course, your shot to win $1,000. And it happens at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 12 noon, 3 and 5 p.m. right here on Q105. Your shot to win $1,000 multiple times a day. So good luck. Hey, celebrity. We now have a name attached to a guy that luckily he wasn't seriously injured. You know, when you're on an airplane, you know what they say? The captain will always say, not always, but a lot of times the captain comes on and says, hey, and folks, we recommend that you keep your seatbelts fastened, even when you're seated, even if the seatbelt signs are not illuminated, we encourage you to keep your seatbelts fastened. Listen, you don't know when there could be some, clear air turbulence. You never know when the cat's going to get you. You know, some clear air. But seriously, there was a recent story. Remember, it was that Lufthansa flight. Remember the crap was thrown all over the place?
Yeah, they're taking video of it.
And do you remember, the cabin crew asked people to delete all the video from inside the cabin?
Yeah, screw that. I'm keeping my video.
Yeah, that's like 1,000 hits at least.
I mean, crap was all over the place. Stuff was strewn everywhere. Guess which celebrity was on that Lufthansa flight? We have just recently found out.
All right. Is it a big celebrity?
Yeah, it is.
Super big?
Yeah. No, it's big. Yeah, man.
Paul Rubin.
Ooh, yeah.
No.
Pee Wee Herman's.
No?
What's happening to this flight?
It's going to take all day to guess this.
Is it an actor?
It's an actor, yeah.
Give us a hint.
Yeah.
All right.
Jimmy.
No.
Jimmy Johnson.
The guy who did the Lincoln commercials.
Come on, guys. All right.
Oh, Wade McFarlane.
No, you're saying it totally wrong.
Oh, Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
Yes, Matthew McConaughey. Yeah, Matthew McConaughey was on that Lufthansa flight. It happened on March 1st, and it experienced severe turbulence. There were 7 people on that plane that were hospitalized. That's how bad the turbulence was.
All right.
Not all right.
Where the hell did that come from? Oh, did that?
All right.
Oh, Andrew just played that.
Dazed and Confused, man. A classic.
No. What was that?
That clip is from Dazed and Confused.
You know what? I saw that movie. I don't remember. I'm all dazed and confused about that movie because I don't remember much about that movie.
Classic.
Was it good?
Oh, great.
Should I watch it again?
No.
No?
No. Terrible.
All right. So Matthew McConaughey is revealing that he did not have a seatbelt on during the severe Lufthansa turbulence.
I never take mine off.
So is he bouncing around the cabin?
Well, he's lucky. He said that it was like suspended disbelief. Now, he was on a podcast recently, and this is like the first time he's talking about this. He just mentioned this yesterday because we had not heard that Matthew McConaughey was on this Lufthansa flight. He said it's zero gravity. Your red wine and the glass and the plates that your food was on are all suspended, floating just in the air.
What?
And to look at it for that long, which wasn't that long, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then everything comes crashing down. It was a hell of a scare, a complete loss of control, a 100% feeling of I'm not in control. I have no way to get control of this situation at the moment. It was Lufthansa flight 469, and it was scheduled to make roughly a 10-hour trip from Austin, Texas to Frankfurt, Germany.
Yeah, he's from Texas.
Yeah. He's from Uvalde originally, isn't he?
I think that's where he grew up, yeah.
Yeah. And about 90 minutes into the flight, they were on an Airbus A330, 174 people on board. It hit a very, very rough patch, and they had to divert the plane to Washington Dulles, made an emergency landing. He was on the airplane with his wife, model Camilla Alves McConaughey. Do I know what I don't even know what she looks. Who is she?
I don't know.
He said he was told the plane dropped almost 4,000 feet. 7 people went to the hospital. Everything was flying everywhere. The plane was in chaos, and the turbulence just kept coming.
What's up with this flight, this flight, this flight?
All right, all right, all right.
I'm feeling fright, feeling fright.
But apparently he did not have his seatbelt on.
What an idiot.
Yeah. He said, my tray table is what held me down.
How's that possible?
I don't know. Those things are pretty damn flimsy.
Yeah.
Well, I would imagine he was in first class. So the first class tray tables
are sturdier to where they can hold you down.
And they also come out of typically in first class, the tray table comes out of the side and it's more substantial and it could sort of maybe hold you in place, sort of like maybe like a little roller coaster bar. Whereas if you're back in coach, that little floppy tray table that just drops down from the seat back in front of you, that's not going to hold jack.
If I want a plane that's going down, I don't want any other celebrities on it.
I don't want to be on a plane that goes down with any celebrities at all, because you're right, Froggy.
Yeah. I
all
want to
the
be the
headlines,
news.
all the headlines.
Fester dies in crash.
And then,
but if
if Matthew McConaughey was on the flight,
it's Matthew McConaughey and some fat guy.
Yeah, some fat guy named Fester. Who the hell's he?
Who cares?
Yeah.
All right, we have terrible news to announce this morning. Fester was in that plane. But so was Matthew McConaughey. Can you believe it, everybody? Oh, my God. You think Fester got to meet him? Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, back to Fester now.
Oh.
Yeah, back to Fester. And, well, this is the outside of his house. And this is the 2010 Cadillac DTS he drives.
People will be putting flowers on my Cadillac.
Hey, where is your old 2004 Lincoln Town Car? Where is that being garaged or stored?
So I still have it at the house. I'm waiting to...
Is it parked in the front yard?
Yeah, it's off to the side. Yeah, it's real classy. I'm waiting
next to the washing machines and some old sofas.
Yeah,
I'm not moving the car.
So I'm working on a plan for the car. It's a lot more moving parts than I thought, but we're working on it.
Well, you gonna scrap it out?
No. I got a spectacular finale that I'm working on.
Okay, yeah.
For the Lincoln.
Well, we talked about running it over with a monster truck.
All right,
right here in the parking lot.
Another way to drop the ball.
So we talked about doing it in the parking lot.
Oh yeah, you don't tell me. We just do it.
Okay.
You don't tell anybody. You don't tell Ron DeCastro. You don't tell Rick, the new program manager. No. We don't tell the Koger office people or whatever the hell this place is called now. We drag your Lincoln Town Car in the parking lot. We get a monster truck and we just run over the damn thing right in the middle of the parking lot. Glass, metal flying everywhere.
Who's going to stop
All
it?
kinds of liability issues, flat tires. Just let her rip.
What if I told you?
Yep.
There's a possibility.
Yep.
Very small possibility. Of us actually working with the folks from Monster Jam to have my vehicle involved in one of their shows.
Monster Jam. See Fester's 2004 Lincoln Town Car.
Right?
Crushed at Monster Jam. Raymond James Stadium. Monster Jam.
How great would that be?
That usually doesn't happen till January. So are we going to have to wait until next year?
If they have Crushosaurus eat it.
Yeah.
Remember that big robot they used to have, the dinosaur?
It's a smash-tacular.
I can't get into too many details. I don't think you're going to have to wait till
Yeah, but what's the point
January.
of doing it at a show?
So you're saying we won't have to wait until January?
I don't think
Is there another Monster Jam before then?
Again, I don't know all the details. I just know that we're in some very, 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 very high-level negotiations.
Who the hell is involved in heavy negotiations?
All right.
All right, I'll take that again if you guys want me to. That's his normal voice.
Yeah, it's the Grim Reaper.
No,
the Gravedigger.
Hold on.
Grim Reaper. I think you can name it the
Gravedigger. The Gravedigger.
So, folks, here's the deal. Fester had his daily car for years.
Yes.
A 2004 Lincoln Town Car, and Fester screwed it up. He had the transmission fluid changed, and you're not supposed to do that in a car that old. When you change it and put clean transmission fluid in, it causes the transmission to slip, and then it was like inoperable. Fester effed up the car.
Yeah.
So now it's like a boat anchor, and then we thought of something spectacular that we could do. I wanted to lift it up by a Sims crane and drop it through the roof of this building.
That'd be
so
fantastic.
we would be forced to move to new studios.
Yes.
That's what I wanted to do.
You know how many hits that web post would get? Oh, my God, through the roof.
So, Fester, you're telling me that there's another Monster Jam that's going to happen before January at Raymond James Stadium.
Nothing's been formally announced. I can't get into too many details. However, there's an opportunity that I'm trying to get the Lincoln to be the focal point of the destruction set.
MJ should drive the
Wow.
monster truck.
But when is the next Monster Jam?
I don't know. I can't give you the exact date.
Oh,
They come in January.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Every year it's the same time.
Typically January, Raymond James Stadium.
Again, I'm telling you.
Taylor Swift is going to spin her head around and vomit green slime tonight at Raymond James Stadium.
You should be the announcer for Taylor Swift's concert.
If it were like a Taylor Swift Monster Jam performance, how awesome would that be?
Welcome to Taylor Jam.
That's Froggy, not quite as good.
I can't do it.
No,
That-
you can't.
it does,
It's a
yeah.
real
You really
talent.
got to commit, dude.
You really do.
Hang on, let me try. I can't do it.
All right, you're fired.
You're a
Get that guy
genius.
out of here.
All right, auditions for the Monster Jam voiceover announcer.
Oh,
take
man.
two.
My throat already hurts. Yeah, look at that.
I'm going to start coughing now after that. All right, so Fester keeps up to speed.
You got it.
Jamie Foxx, there was like a breaking news banner on the TMZ website last night. Jamie Foxx was hospitalized, was accidentally decapitated at Space Mountain.
Wow.
No,
they
it
gotta
doesn't.
get that
No,
fixed.
it didn't. No, do we know what happened? Jamie Foxx hospitalized for a medical complication. Family says he's recovering. This was 9:30 last night. Sources with direct knowledge told TMZ that Jamie Foxx suffered a, quote, medical emergency.
They have like a heart attack or a stroke or something?
I don't know. Tuesday morning, and he was taken to the hospital, told that his condition was serious. And it was enough that Jamie's family, some of whom were not in town, came to the hospital. What, they had to fly in? He's communicating now that, so that they're saying that's good news, that now he is actually communicating. Jamie Foxx suffered what the family is calling a medical complication, though his daughter says that her famous father's condition is already improving.
Okay.
Jamie's daughter, actress Corinne Fox, posted the medical update Wednesday on social media and says that Jamie suffered the issue Tuesday, but immediately got great care, is now on the mend. What, do you have a stroke? What happened to him?
Wasn't it a couple weeks ago when he had a meltdown on the set and made Cameron Diaz never want to be an actress again?
What was that? Remind me about that.
Him and Cameron Diaz are doing a movie, and it's her big comeback movie. And there were stories out that he had a complete meltdown on set and scared her. And she's like, I'm not doing movies anymore.
Was she going back into retirement?
After this movie.
Jamie Foxx scared her right back into retirement.
Like he had a conniption fit on the set, like Tom Cruise style.
So Jamie's okay, though.
Let's hope.
Maybe he had a brain aneurysm or something.
Do we have to call the gravedigger?
Stop.
Oh.
I mean, if he dies,
Gravedigger.
you have to call the gravedigger.
You want to hear about having too much freaking money? I mean, this is ridiculous. I don't do many foreign stories, but this is just ridiculous.
What, like the Sultan of Brunei
you're
or something?
You're pretty close. One of these big old, I guess sheiks or whatever, a custom license plate in Dubai sold for $15 million to have a special license plate, a special number. Emirates Auction, a Dubai-based auction house that sells luxury vehicles and properties, announced that it sold the most expensive license plate ever. The license plate features two characters, the letter P and the number 7. So what is it? Is it P7?
Tight.
That license plate, $15 million?
What does P7 mean?
It might have been a charity auction as well. I don't know.
It's got to have some kind of crazy significance.
Petroleum 7. I don't know. It's out of the Middle East here. Man, that's insane. I don't understand. Oh, so It says Dubai on top. There's a little P up in the upper right-hand corner, and then a 7 is in the middle of the plate.
Lucky number 7? I don't know.
You know, we do hardware stores in Dubai, and you can't drink there.
Right. That's the thing.
I didn't know that.
Hey,
like if you do, you get arrested and beheaded or something.
Oh, I was through Dubai.
But one of my guys met a guy that had a bunch of booze.
And did he get decapitated?
No, he was too afraid to buy it.
Then I flew through Dubai to go to the Maldives.
And did you buy any booze?
They had booze at all the in the airport. They had booze inside the club, where you get your you get your amenities. So we were flying. Julie and I flew business, so we had access to the we flew we flew what freaking airline did we fly?
Spirit?
No, we flew
Emirates?
No, we didn't fly Emirates. With the other one, the I can't even remember the damn airline I flew.
Etihad?
What?
Emirates?
Etihad?
No, it was not Etihad or whatever the hell it is. No, it wasn't El Al.
El Al. I don't know.
Was it
Wasn't El Al.
Aer Lingus?
No, it wasn't Aer Lingus. Well, it's going to drive me freaking crazy.
Okay.
It's a really good airline. It was all right. I'm drawing a blank. Anyway, but they had booze at the club. For the lounge, I should say. The lounge had booze.
Everybody drives a $200,000 car there, too, apparently.
That is going to drive me nuts. Hold on. Best airlines in the world. They're on the list.
Oh, God.
Wasn't Korean Air, but I've been on Korean Air. Best airlines in the world.
Was it the Spirit of the Middle East?
No, a Qatar.
Oh, Qatar Air. Okay.
Qatar, yeah.
How about cut him?
It was Qatar. All right, so that's ridiculous. $15 million
for a license plate.
So listen, it's all relative.
Hold on. No, I guess I did not stop in. I didn't stop in Dubai.
We need to stop with the details of your trip.
Really,
but it was another. Where did I stop? Maybe I'm having a stroke over here. I can't remember.
Jamie Foxx, you okay?
I'll call the gravedigger.
Yeah, don't do the gravedigger noise anymore.
It was only a year ago, son of a man.
Okay, all right.
What the heck?
Can you do this during a commercial?
Yeah.
MJ, God, can't you remember? Just try to think about it.
I'm doing it right now. It was.
I thought it was Qatar Air. You just said it.
No. I flew Qatar Air. I did. But I was just trying to find.
You flew into Baghdad.
No, I flew into Doha. Son of a.
How about Bag Mom?
No, I didn't fly into Dubai. I flew into Doha, Qatar, is where I flew into a year ago.
Fascinating.
What the hell, man? I thought I was having a brain spasm over here.
Yeah.
I think I might actually have.
I was actually wishing you
were.
We
can't talk about Dubai anymore.
All right, so.
Or Dubai.
Fester, I have not seen this. You have. You pulled the audio. A guy without a license plate on his motorcycle rammed into a sheriff's deputy.
Okay.
And then apologizes?
So what county was this in?
It was Marion County.
Yeah, okay, Marion County.
So up in Ocala. A guy traveling on a motorcycle was arrested for reportedly fleeing from a Marion County deputy sheriff who was trying to pull him over for not having a license plate. After he was placed in handcuffs, the man, who was later identified as 32-year-old Matthew Price, told deputies he fled the traffic stop because he had removed his license plate to avoid paying tolls while driving in Lakeland. The Marion County Sheriff's Office said in the Post, the Sheriff's Office released... So wait a minute. He avoided paying tolls in Lakeland. So what was he on, the Polk Parkway or something?
He's in Marion County, so he's away
from Lakeland, which is Polk County.
He went to Lakeland. He probably took the turnpike over for a while and then maybe the Polk Parkway, but he had no tag. So the Marion County Sheriff's deputy lights him up, and then he takes off. And the officer gives chase and eventually gets in front of him. And then the officer exits his vehicle, and you can see the still frame that's in front of you, MJ. The motorcyclist gives his engine a little rev and hits the officer. The officer is okay and able-bodied. And then he removes the guy from the motorcycle and arrests him.
You're under arrest.
But the guy, what originally drew the headlines was that the guy apologizes.
The body cam of the deputy
is rolling the whole time.
His body cam is rolling, and he rams the deputy with the motorcycle.
He gives him a pretty good smack.
Dude, that's like battery on a law enforcement. That's felonious what this guy did.
Andrew, do you have a couple of clips of I don't need the whole.
No, we do. It's a
3-minute clip.
It's a 3-minute 7-second clip, and then we have 3 little chunks here. Here, listen. All right, so this is the chase, right?
All the way down to the ground. Stay on the ground.
The officer just exited his vehicle.
Wow.
And you hear the little rev of the engine, and he gets hit. Then he grabs the driver of the motorcycle.
And then on the ground, you hear the cop yelling, and then here's the biker apologizing, like groveling.
Sorry about that, man. Why are you fleeing, dude? I didn't have my plate on, and I freaked out. Sorry, dude. You hit me head on with that bike.
1098, 233, 21 hours.
And then he's like, I'm sorry.
Why are you fleeing? I had my no plate on. I don't know. You see me trying to pull you over? Yeah, you heard my siren, right? Where'd your wallet go? Is it in here? You got a license? Yes, sir. Why are you fleeing?
This guy's in trouble.
Dude, you went around me. I tried to pull you over. I really don't understand. If you would have... You gotta see...
That guy's like, hold it.
I'm in jail today for fleeing and looting. Yeah, for real. What's up with the bike? There's no tag on it. I have a tag. I have everything intact. I was literally
Anyway, he's going through all kinds of...
He says, I was literally going to go to Lakeland and try to avoid the tolls.
But the cop said, what, felony, fleeing, and eluding?
Well, the thing was, you get pulled over for no tag. He had a license. It was his motorcycle. The guy would have got his ticket. They got to let him go. Go home and get your tag.
But to make matters worse, you're already fleeing and eluding, and then you ram into the cop?
Yeah, this guy's in a world of trouble now.
This guy's in big freaking trouble. All right, hold on. Here's the end of that again. Listen.
I just pulled you over. I really don't understand. If you would have... You got a CDL. You're going to jail today for fleeing and looting. Yeah, for real. What's up with the bike? There's no tag on it. I have a tag.
You're going to jail for fleeing and eluding.
You know what?
Did they also hit him with a battery on law enforcement by ramming the bike into him? They should.
They're going to get him with everything.
Yeah, Frog?
I was going to say I can relate because I know, you are a sort of a police volunteer guy, right?
No, I'm an honorary deputy sheriff with Hillsborough County.
Yes.
So, some charity work and, I'm not a volunteer. I'm an honorary deputy with Hillsborough
County. He's like those crossing guards that volunteer.
I have more experience than you because I have a police simulator called Flashing Lights on my computer.
Okay.
And I pulled over somebody the other day with a scooter, and he almost did the same thing. He was intoxicated, though, because I took him off the bike. I gave him a breath test. He was wobbling. He had alcohol in his breath. Got back on the scooter, hit me. I arrested him, put him in jail.
Serious?
Same thing.
All in your simulator game.
All in my police simulator game called Flashing Lights.
Wow.
Or you could also be a firefighter if you want.
I'll have to borrow that game.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, I want to sit at home and pull people over on a simulator on my computer screen.
Well, the first couple hours you have to write parking tickets.
Okay.
You have to work your way up the ranks.
So you're a meter maid for 3 hours till you graduate?
You know, there's only a certain amount of space you can park away from the curb, and then you're considered parking too close to the street. You get a ticket for that.
All right, listen, don't flee and elude. This guy's going to end up in jail.
Yeah, he's screwed.
9:21 at the MJ Morning Show. When we get back, some loose ends. I got another airline passenger just going nuts. I don't know what's wrong lately with people just flipping out on these airplanes. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm looking at we have a lot of stuff. Final chunk of the MJ Morning Show is next here on Q105. Stand by. 99.5. Don't forget that at 10 o'clock, so we're sitting here at 9:32 right now, so 28 minutes from right now, there will be another Rock the Cash Box secret word or keyword. Simple little word. It could win you $1,000. So when you hear the word at 10 o'clock, you just text the word to the text number we're going to give you, and then you're in the running in our national contest for $1,000. And, hey, someone wins $1,000. Was it 5 times a day? 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 12 noon, 3 p.m., and 5 p.m. So it could be you. Hey, speaking of winning money, Fester.
Yes.
I don't know if you saw this because you weren't bitching and moaning all morning long. Dude in Tampa won a $1 million scratcher he bought over at Wawa.
Son of a bitch, man.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, listen, I told you. New year, new Fester, new positive attitude of gratitude for people that win the lottery who are not named me.
But, I mean, you're scratching all the time, and it's not just your ringworm over there.
I mean, I have it down to a rhythm where I could scratch both. you have to use like a dime, something that has like the rigid edges, or a quarter, but you could, it works out.
49-year-old Tampa dude walked into a Wawa, bought a ticket, $1 million prize.
Good for him.
Yeah, he'll take the lump sum payment of $780,000. Then, of course, you can have federal tax on top of that.
So, walk away with $500,000?
Yeah, I think roughly somewhere in there.
Just for walking into a Wawa and buying a $20 ticket? Good for him.
Yeah, because that's going to jack him right up into the highest bracket. So what's that? 37% for the year, whatever it is. So you got to take the taxes off. No Florida income tax on that.
I'll take your word on what the highest bracket is. I don't know.
Yeah, you tell us.
Yeah, don't look at me for the answer.
Like I know.
I don't know. Well, I know I don't.
Not working here.
Is there such thing as the shortest bracket?
Not working here.
Please
not working here is the right answer. So did you see what somebody did to our job board? Is that is that a little backhanded insult?
I think it might be.
What happened?
Nobody's taken it down yet.
What is it?
Still up.
Oh my!
I'm gonna go look.
I snapped the picture because I thought that somebody would remove it.
Should I talk about it? I don't know what the big deal is.
Why not?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So the company has a job board, right?
Yeah.
I mean, jobs are
all
available.
jobs posted throughout the company.
Right.
I look every day.
A lot of companies have this job board, and then somebody posted like the minimum amount of money somebody needs to make in Tampa to live comfortably.
Now, keep in mind, the jobs don't have
post
salaries on it.
Right. I'm like, so what's the big deal? Okay.
But somebody posted like a Bureau of Labor Statistics type of graphic.
Really?
And it says, salary needed to live comfortably, according to Smart Asset, single person, no kids, Tampa, St. Petersburg area, needs to earn $65,148 a year after taxes to live comfortably.
So that's what, $85,000 a year job or something by the time taxes?
Yeah, whatever the percentages. Yeah.
So you're gonna find that around here, buddy.
I'm about to say, they gotta laugh.
You better put in 35 years first, then you might get close.
Then they,
then they give it to you, and then they.
But it's still up on the board. No one took it down.
Nobody took it because
why not? I mean, who did that?
I think the person who.
Let's check this surveillance video and fire them.
You want to know what the second biggest joke around here is the surveillance system, I tell you.
I bet you it's a reverse mentality thing that Ronnie D's doing.
Does any surveillance camera in this place actually work?
No. I mean, Steve Austin filling in for Roxanne this week.
Steve, hold on. Let me turn your mic. Hang on. Yeah, Steve.
I've been here 22 years. Everything you ever ask about. Can I see who was that? They don't work. That's just a camera.
None of it works.
That's good to know.
They're all like dummy cameras.
Yeah,
that's hysterical.
The ones on the outside of the building are dummies.
That's great.
He's just kidding, possible criminals.
Invite all the carjackers to jack us in the parking lot.
Everybody has a gun.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're probably the wrong place to come for that.
Yeah, I don't think I'd mess around with many of the employees here. Yeah, especially those at the country station. So
I got a six-shooter.
New country.
New commercial-free new country. Yeah. 99.5 WQYK.
Yeehaw.
All right. So another passenger going nuts on an airplane. Alaska Airlines. I've never been on Alaska Airlines, I don't think. I don't think I've ever been on Alaska.
Well, if you ever want to go to Alaska, I hear they fly there.
Sounds cold.
I have been to Alaska several times. I just have not flown Alaska Airlines. A drunk passenger caused a big freaking disturbance, groped his seatmate, so the person in the row next to him, lit up a cigarette, and then told the female sitting next to him, "We're all going to die."
So which of those offenses are the worst?
Then he was finally restrained by 2 off-duty cops that happened to be on the flight. The dude's name is Adam David Seymour. Yeah, he's going to see more of the inside of a jail cell is what he's going to see.
Yep.
Was flying from Seattle to Anchorage. He was on board Alaska Flight 49 when he began harassing a woman who initially found him to be friendly. Well, that changed. The woman, identified as DS, said Seymour's grotesque behavior started shortly after he pulled 3 travel-sized bottles of colored pink, green, and blue from the seat pocket and drank something from the green one. So wait, he brought his own little mini roadie liquor bottles on the plane?
A lot of people do that.
I mean, if they're the right size, I guess TSA just lets them all through, right?
You know what I just realized?
What?
In my carry-on bag, I've got a wheelie bag. I have the pilot's bag that my buddy Bob, a Delta pilot, he told me years ago, get this bag. And I do actually have like a whole collection of little 1-ounce bottles of Woodford bourbon.
You got to empty those, right?
No, you don't, because it's under 3.4 fluid ounces.
Isn't there a limit on the total amount of
I know,
gallons?
dude. My last flight, the guy sitting in the row across from me busts out like 5 of those things.
I forgot.
He was doing shots.
I forgot I had them. So on obviously previous flights where I've flown either in Comfort Plus or in business or whatever, they give you the bottles. And if the flight attendant's friendly, if I'm not going to drink on the plane, and I usually don't drink any alcohol on the airplane. If I'm on an overseas flight, I might have a glass of wine with dinner if I'm on a long international flight.
Now, the person that sits next to you is the one that needs the drinks.
But what I'm saying is that a lot of times, if I'm on a domestic in a first class or a business class seat, I don't buy those. I don't pay for those. If I get upgraded, I get upgraded with my frequent flyer status. But I sometimes I'll say, hey, what whiskeys do you have? What bourbons do you have? And if they've got something good, I'll say, yeah, can I, and you ask for a couple during flight. And if the flight attendant's friendly, you say, hey, don't crack it. Just keep it closed.
Why?
And,
so
they can take it.
They're supposed to open them up and pour them, actually. But if you get a friendly flight attendant, they'll just give you the bottles. And I just kind of banked them. And I forgot. I've got like 8 bottles of Woodford. In the side compartment, which I never use. And I just opened it up because I was, what's in there? And damn, I got 8 bottles of little Woodford minis
You're
in there.
aging it a second time in your bag.
Badge claim was like, this guy's a real boozer.
With whiskeys, they don't age out of the barrel.
Duh.
So wines will age in the bottle.
Good job, Fester.
But as far as whiskey goes, there's no further aging. Once your whiskey is bottled, there's no further aging. Now, once you open the bottle, you need to consume within a certain amount of time because your whiskey will degrade.
I was just trying to make a joke.
Yeah, well,
I wish we had those chairs
Yeah,
on that singing show, so when he starts going down that right, we could just turn our chairs around.
Yeah.
Anyway, this dude, he then ordered and drank 2 additional bottles of Jack Daniels and Coke. Hey, I told you the story recently. Michelle and I were flying somewhere. It was the flight where the guy put his hand on, he draped his hand over his seat back, and it covered like half of my TV screen.
I was doing a deep dive on your Instagram, and I just saw that picture the other day. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, but that was the guy. I told the story. Dude, we talked about it on the air.
I know.
Oh, you might have been out or something.
I was here, but I was deep in your page, and I saw it again.
Hey, speaking of my Instagram, go to the top. No, go to the very top. I want to talk about something I posted yesterday.
How deep did you go?
Well, here's the deal. So the guy that put his hand over my TV screen, he was ordering Tito's. He and the woman next to him, they had ordered so many bottles of Tito's, they finally cut them off. And the flight attendant said, I heard this. Nope, we're all out of Tito's. Now, either they did drink all the Tito's or they just cut them off. I'm thinking they cut them off.
Were they getting belligerent?
That's it. No, they weren't getting belligerent, but, flight attendants recognize somebody shouldn't be 5, 6, 7 drinks in on a 2.5-hour flight.
And those Tito's go down like water. Tell you,
I'm not into vodka at all. Vodka, I don't like any. I don't like vodka. I don't like tequila. So, hey, speaking of my, let me finish up with the Alaska guy. So then he orders the 2 bottles of Jack Daniels and Coke. He starts slurring his words, began moving physically closer to DS, the woman next to him, rubbed her lower thigh and knee on the inner and outer areas without consent, then tried to rest his head on her shoulder.
The porn switch went off.
Allegedly made several comments about her sexuality, including that he thought that she looked like a lesbian.
Hey,
nice line.
Then talked about licking. I can't say any more there.
All right.
The woman said that she leaned away from Seymour, tried to ignore the, quote, sicko's questions and sexual comments out of fear of triggering him further. Then he said, "We're all going to die." And then he gestured with his hands in a way that she interpreted as showing the plane crashing. So she tries to get the attention of the flight attendants, and the suspect told her that he could bleep her real good. And then tapped his hand over a blanket that she placed on her lap to try to keep his hands off of her. She closed her legs, leaned forward, turned back to him. A few moments later, she heard a sparking sound to see that he was trying to light a cigarette in his seat. This guy's a mess.
Thankfully, there were the 2 off-duty officers on the flight.
So the desperate woman wrote a message on her phone and then slid it to a man and a woman sitting in front of her. And guess what? Turned out to be off-duty police officers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then they jumped into action. Anyway, I'm looking at the arrest document here. This guy's in trouble.
Did they have duct tape on this flight?
Charged with assault, intent to commit a felony. This guy is this is federal. He's going to be before the U.S. District Court in Alaska. So again, don't mess around on airplanes, folks.
Man.
And then as the off-duty cops were trying to intervene, the guy allegedly told them, "I'm going to kill you." Total mess here.
The guy has a bunch of situations he needs to be dealing with.
You think so? Yeah. All right, so on my Instagram, take a look at this. Do you see what I see?
I've never seen this before.
Yeah, I opened up a red bell pepper yesterday. I got home and I had some, who dropped them? Remember the produce?
Yeah.
Remember
last week? New Vista food delivery, David Osborne?
David Osborne was at New Vista Foods?
Yes.
I remember I couldn't find watermelon radish or sriracha, and he dropped it off. David Osborne. And then he brought a whole bunch of other produce, including some bell peppers. I'm like, man, that red bell pepper looks good. Opened the thing up just to snack on, and there was a whole other pepper growing inside the pepper.
What's that called when you have like a twin on your shoulder?
Did you read what I wrote?
No, I didn't.
My caption, and folks, the picture's on my Instagram.
Yeah, you did. You must have read it.
Hold on.
I didn't read it.
Yes, you must have.
Okay.
So the picture is on my Instagram.
Oh, man.
If you want to see a whole new pepper growing inside the pepper.
You made the same joke.
The picture is on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio. Certified MJ Radio. Go to my Instagram and see the pepper with the pepper growing inside. Certified MJ Radio, give me a follow while you're there. The caption that I wrote was, "There was a whole new pepper growing inside this bell pepper I cut open today. I know this is terrible, but I thought I once heard that actor Andy Garcia was born with a conjoined twin on his shoulder, and the undeveloped fetus was removed when he was a young kid." I think that's a true story. So, when I saw the pepper in the pepper, I'm like, Andy Garcia's brother.
That's it.
Is that a little twisted and morbid?
I mean,
Fester thought the same thing.
It's
obviously.
factual. It's
did you
factual.
really think the same thing, or did you see my post? Come on.
I don't read the
Come
posts.
on.
I don't read the posts. I just look at the pictures.
Liar.
I'm a pretty funny guy.
Liar.
I can come up with jokes of my own. You know this, right? It's a pretty good joke.
Same joke as MJ.
It's a pretty good
Real
joke.
funny.
We got to go. Don't forget, you got another cash keyword coming up. We're going to help you rock the cash box. So 10 o'clock in about 15 minutes, another word. You text the word to the text number we give you, and boom, you could win $1,000 in cash. Anything before we get out of here, guys?
See you tomorrow.
All right, we're done. We'll see you back here tomorrow for the Friday show. It's the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Website loaded, mjmorningshow.com. And, of course, you can email me privately. My private email got some content, some hot gossip, something good for the show. Send me a note, mj@mjmorningshow.com. We'll see you tomorrow, and let's be careful out there.